History is written by the victor. History is filled with liars. If he lives and we die, his truth becomes written.
You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distractions. My bank account, another transaction. We count them digits and subtract it. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distractions. My bank account, another transaction. We caught that nigga, send him packing. Yeah, we sending niggas packing. Don't give a fuck about the past. He hit the pavement, now he napping. You need some shit, this tap, tap, tapping. Just know your role and play your part. You're all talk and you're all bark. We see the loser in your heart, so please stop acting like you're smart. We left that loser in a ditch. That's what you get for talking shit. These niggas talking tough for Twitter, but I know you're full of it. Talking about slime, talking about gang. Nigga, you do not have no click. Nigga trying to say I make a mad, but boy, you really make me sick. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distractions. My bank account, another transaction. We count them digits and subtract it. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distractions. My bank account, another transaction. We caught that nigga, send him packing.
History is written by the victor. History is filled with liars. If he lives and we die, his truth becomes written.
You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distractions. My bank account, another transaction. We count them digits and subtract it. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distractions. My bank account, another transaction. We caught that nigga, send him packing. Yeah, we sending niggas packing. Don't give a fuck about the past. He hit the pavement, now he napping. You need some shit, this tap, tap, tapping. Just know your role and play your part. You're all talk and you're all bark. We see the loser in your heart, so please stop acting like you're smart. We left that loser in a ditch. That's what you get for talking shit. These niggas talking tough for Twitter, but I know you're full of it. Talking about slime, talking about gang. Nigga, you do not have no click. Nigga trying to say I make a mad, but boy, you really make me sick. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, he need a cage. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distractions. My bank account, another transaction. We count them digits and subtract it. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distractions. My bank account, another transaction. We caught that nigga, send him packing.
History is written by the victor. History is filled with liars. If he lives and we die, his truth becomes written.
You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace.
My bad. I was fixing things. How y'all doing? What's good? What's happening? I don't have anything important to do today. Just so you know, I'm telling you right now, I got nothing. I'm just chilling. But there is good news on the way. There is good news on the way. The Empire is coming. Now, do you know about the Empire or not? Now, I know it's been coming, but it's really coming. And it might come today in about 2 hours. All right? That violent New Yorker that abuses me and my friends, it might be his time. He might be live later. I don't know. We'll see. Empire miniskirts. Just rewatching that got yeah. It's so funny because like I actually like had so much fun. Like as soon as we stopped talking about One Piece on that stream, I feel like I came alive because I was kind of watching it a little bit too myself. I had to re-upload it. I had to upload it, and I'm like, look how unmoved I am. And then by the time we're on Fairy Tail, I'm tremendously moved. So, but yeah. Um. Anyways, to spoil a surprise to the 10 people in here, I guess, is that Simi should be live today. The Empire is starting. The Simi Empire, the Simians, the Simi Clan, the Simi Rangers. I don't know what we call them, but today's the day. Apparently, he's been telling me this for 2 years, but it looks like today might be their day for real, for real. So that's where you'll catch me later. That's why I'm doing this now, a small little stream. So yeah, it's gonna be time. So he gonna be gaming, and then he's gonna become bigger than all of us, and then I could use him. Then I'm gonna piggyback off him to get myself up there. Then I'm gonna switch up. I'm gonna act different. I'm gonna start feuding. Get myself. I'm joking. I'm joking. Just already planned out my entire history here. I want to see Simi streaming. Could be entertaining. Yeah, and he'll like actually play video games. Unlike me, I'm a fraud. You know what? I gotta be honest. Again, I'm still figuring it out, and it's gonna happen. And I've been playing Chained Echoes. I played it like 3 times for like 3 hours plus every time. But I think I don't like gaming is one of those things. Like I just want to do by myself. It's like my thing. Like I don't care to like be gaming in public and everyone seeing me and stuff. But because like it's one of those things where I think what if I turn it into a job, I'll stop enjoying it. So I gotta be careful. That's all. I've just been trying to be careful. But I can't wait. I'm excited for us to all play because we already had the conversation. So we're thinking like when we all start like gaming together, like everyone's gonna have to like bite the bullet on something they don't really like. Like I'm not a shooter. I don't play shooters like that. So even if it's like Call of Duty, Halo, Overwatch, whatever. I know those are like some of those are like battle royales, whatever. Like it's not really my thing. But if one of us really likes one of those, I'll bite the bullet. So every once in a while we'll play that, right? I like more like indie beat 'em ups, whatever platformers type things, and they may not be into something like Rivals of Aether or like Rushdown Revolt, but it don't matter. They're gonna be playing it. So that's actually what I'm excited to do. I'm excited to game with like Simi and Pat and Vince and those guys. So that should be good. That should be fun. You're gonna see how toxic I can be on the mic. I'm usually chill. I'm counter aggressive. So we're gonna go take over Nine. Mashima took over Oda. Yep. I can't wait. I'm good, brother. How are you? How are you? I'm just I'm just biding some time. That's all. A new era of content sounds entertaining. Yes, it should be fun. The only one that I somewhat regret not playing with like the other guys probably was Smash, but I really don't like playing that game. I don't like playing certain games online. I'm just not as good. I can't. I'm not good at dealing with input delay. That's all it is. I would have played Mario Kart with them, but I don't. I'm tired of playing Mario Kart 8. That's what people don't get that. I have no desire to keep playing Mario Kart 8. I don't care what levels they add. I want a new Mario Kart. I've been playing Mario Kart 8 since the Wii U. This is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's the same fucking game. But now you have two items, you have more levels, and you have the fourth tier boost. And I think they added 200 cc there, but I could be wrong. That could have been added already. Like I'm just tired of playing it. I don't want to play this shit no more. It's not this Mario Kart's not that good that I want to be playing it for a fucking decade. It's not that good. It's not that good. I promise you. It's not the best Mario Kart. It's not even like it might be top five actually, but I'm just tired. Damn Nice says he wants to stay in the Farmers League. Is that what I'm in? In the Farmers League? To say what's up. The homework to do. Hopefully, you'll still be streaming when I'm done. If not, I'll be live. I'll be in semi stream. So you know, cool can the serpent feather good. Is it feather serpent? I keep saying serpent. The serpent feather good. They don't call him Jenny the Island King. That it's doubly as funny because like I'm in Baku, like because you know ape nation, you know, so I'm in Baku to everybody, so it's like that's me talking. So, but yeah, I don't even know. Oh, whatever, it's okay. I just know if I literally have like the I think it's at like 8-10 second. I think that what do they call shorts? Shorts is just like literally just on my computer somewhere. Every once in a while, I just play it. They don't call him Jenny Dal or King. Speaking of funny, I'm nearly done. DMC4. Yes, more DMC fans. I need that. You play five after? And what do you think? What do you think of four? I like four a lot. Four is one of my favorites, but three is my goat. How am I doing? I'm alright, man. The week's over. I won't lie to you. Like I'm supposed to be editing still, but like I wasn't doing it. I was distracted. I was not paying attention. I was looking at Lego. Looking at Lego. I was I had the was who did I watch play? Did I watch someone play the game? Was that am I tripping? Did I watch Arsenal play City today? Or am I tripping? Was that yesterday? Now I don't even remember. But like I just wasn't paying attention. I'm like honestly, I might as well at least stream, get some content out there because I'm not focused today. I'm not focused since I came back in, so I'm like might as well do it. But I'm mostly waiting for Simi. Simi's supposed to start his empire today. So after I'm done playing Virgil, bet. You've been mad consistent with the streams. I know that was the thing I wanted to do. I'm like, all right. I said minimum 4 times a week, but but like Monday to Friday, I'm trying to do, and I think I've been doing them around the same time, which I think has helped. Like, I think around every day I stream anywhere from about 6 to like 7:30. I started, I think, so it should be fun. The MC is fine. At first, I was like, why is it being a bit too serious with the Nero parts? But Dante one made it better. Okay. I like that. I like that series a lot. It has a fond place in my heart. Serpent Feather good. Was a good imposter Naya. I'm good. You know, I packed up that bozo. I threw him in a ditch, took over his life, stole his identity, got plastic surgery, copied his handwriting, got his fingerprints, put it against mine, and now you know the new Naya is here, new and improved, baby. You know we all clones, right? I'm a clone of the original Naya, who was part of Rocks. We all clones, bro. We clones. Vince a clone, Simi a clone. We all got cloned, bro. This reminded me of the clone Ace Main video where everyone's been cloned, and then after Wonder Woman said she wanted to get cloned because she wanted to have a bigger ass. She called it a CBL, something like that. Clone butt lift. I'm like, this is so stupid. You're so fucking stupid. I hate niggas. But I laughed. I laughed. I won't lie. I laughed. By the way, I peeped you were interested in Hi-Fi Rush. Oh yeah. As soon as they shadow dropped it, Simi and Badger told me that it was out. And I looked at it and I definitely laughed when I saw Beyond it was by the creators of Beyond Good and Evil, whatever it's called. I'm like, that game's not coming out, eh? Or something like that. But yeah, it looks super fun. I like it. It's got that charm and it has that like the people who made the game look like they have fun making the game. I like it. The main character looks like a burger though. He has no drip. He has no swag. He is a generic white looking man to me, but the game looks fun. You started playing it last night, just like Blackbeard, the close are back. Oh man, the combos in that game are satisfying. Oh, it's 2 combos. Now I'm involved. I'm in there. I love that. Are you looking forward to any indie games this year? Yes. Would you would you like me to pull up my list? Would you like to see my list? There's so many. There's so many. Oh man. My handwriting is ass, so leave me alone. But this is it. They're here. All right, so I got you. I'll tell you if the game, if some of these games I don't remember if they're all out yet, whatever. But this is my gaming backlog actually, really. So shit, I don't know if Soldier's out. It's spelled like soul, but like soldier. I don't know if that's out yet. But Born of Bread, Tinykins is out though. So Tinykins is out, but I haven't played it yet. Let me try to read the ones that I think aren't out yet. Sorry. Born of Bread, Seahorse Saga, 9 Years of Shadow got delayed, so that's not out yet. Um, I don't think Pepper Grinder's out yet. No, that's out. Big Boy Boxing. Um, Nine Souls, Wrestle Quest, Hollow Knight Silk Song. I think World Fighting Soccer 22 might be out now. Crow Sworn, Sea of Stars, Coffee Talk Episode 2. Some of these are out. I gotta check. I actually gotta check some of these because I have some of these games now. Finding. I don't remember. I don't remember Finding Paradise is out, but if it's not Finding Paradise, and that might be it for now. And then the Mega Man Collection. So yeah. A Silk Song. Yeah, Silk Song. Oh well, Silk Song. Hollow Knight was my favorite game of 2017 when I played it that year. That was my game of the year. Let me actually update this a little bit. Mm. Silk Song, that's still coming out. You know what? Fair enough. Team Cherry tricking us. The psyop. It's not real. Oh yes, yes. I haven't seen Skate Story, so I'm literally about to look that up right now. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk is the one that looks like it took a lot of inspiration from Jet Set Radio, and I don't quote me on this. It's the same people who made Lethal League, right? Was it the same team who made Lethal League Blaze? But yeah, that looks good. I definitely want that. I don't do I not have that written here? I don't have that written here. That's crazy. I'm gonna write that down. That's a great game, man. That game looks great because I'm a Jet Set Radio is a extremely important part of my childhood. It's a lot. As a matter of fact, my ringtone, my main ringtone is still from Jet Set Radio. You want to hear? This is my ringtone. Hold on, I have to close my Twitch for a second though. Where do you find ringtone? Will I ever learn technology? Find out next year. Settings, sound and haptics. Right? Where is it? Like I have different sound effects and different things for different people. There it is, humming the bass line. I love Jet Set Radio, so I'm not gonna keep playing it before I get sniped. But yeah, I'm still waiting on Doki Doki sequel game. It's been 6 years. That's for you. That's not for me. I don't care. Unless if you're talking about Doki Doki Literature Club, I don't fuck with that game. I really don't fuck with that game. Team Reptile. There you go. That's what they're called. I can't remember the name. Okay, so let me let me. Okay, so I can check this off. Cause I'm gonna check off what I bought at least. So I have Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I actually don't care about Bayonetta 3 anymore. River City Girls, I beat Sports Story, Rushdown Revolt. I beat Soccer Story. You said something. You said the game was called Skate Story. Let me look that up. Skate Story. Write that down. What else? Oh, I beat Chained Echoes. I got Shovel Knight Dig. Rest of Stone Buddha. I got Magma's not out yet. Sea of Stars not out yet. So what am I forgetting to check off here? Shredders I got now. And that should be it. Oh, I forgot about the Plucky Squire. I see the Plucky Squire here. For other games that I want that I haven't played yet that are out already would be Wavetail. I gotta finish Demon Turf, Kina the Bridge of Spirits. I have not played Horizon Forbidden West at all. I don't know why Windjammers 2 is here. I already got that. Anno Mutation, Dragon Marked for Death, the Pathless, Panzer Paladin, Fashion Police Squad, Blue Fire, Tinykins. And I know I finished Shantae. I finished a new Shantae. Can check this off. Yeah. Yeah. Solar Ash I want to play a lot too. I haven't played Solar Ash. Solar Ash is from the guys who made Hyper Light Drifter. If you guys know what that is, I like Hyper Light Drifter a lot. So that shit's fire. But yeah, I'm an indie merchant. That's all I really play. You know what game I have to actually like finish is Deltarune. I never really finished Deltarune. Or if it's done, I don't know. The one point I think I almost said Toby Maguire, Toby Fox, he dropped like a something. Oh, Devolver Digital too? They don't miss, eh? They don't miss. Hold on. How do I? I'm gonna put it on the screen real quick. Yeah, I'm Shan. It's looking kind of cool, man. Let's see what we got here. See what we got. Shine like a diamond. I like skateboarding games, so as long as it's good and it feels nice, I'm into it. I like the visuals. It's interesting. It's different. I've never really seen a game that look look like jewelry, kind of. I don't know. I'm a demon. Hey yo. I'm made of glass and paint. I wonder if the angle's gonna fuck. The angle's gonna. Ooh. Glass Loki. Isn't glass technically a man-made substance? Can't low gives. Oh shit! What is it? Wipeout use crack? Interesting. That's interesting. I'm not mad at that. I'll keep an eye on that one. Looks good. Looks good. The last skateboard game I played was Ollie Ollie World, which was really good. The guys who made Ollie Ollie 1, Ollie Ollie 2, so Ollie World was really good. We skating through the 7 circles of hell. I like the visuals. It's different. Should be good. Should be good. We'll see what happens. I'll do some more research. The another game. Oh, let me write that down. Did I don't have Lumen Tail written here. Wait, what just happened? Oh, I thought. Why did a random page fall out? How does that work? What? Who made this book? Who made this notebook? I want his name. I want his job or her job. Their job? Zimmer job? Um. Oh fuck! What was I just thinking about? No way! I forgot that quickly. I'm trash. Another game coming up this year is replaced. I think I see now. Oh yes, Lumen Tail. Lumentail is a creature collection monster tamer game that looks really good. I told you guys I actually like the monster tamer genre. I just don't like Pokemon or care for the IP. So Lumentail looks good. I gotta check out what's happening with Pal World. Like I'm trying to shoot people with that lady and some Palmons, whatever they're gonna be called. Like I'm trying to. What happened to that? I need that. You said you need another good monster tamer game. Pokemon let me down every year. I mean, it's been the same game since inception, but I can show you guys Lumentail if you want. Is this gonna become a stream where I just show you guys a bunch of indies that I like? Maybe. Lumen. It's called Lumentail Memories of Trey. There we go. I knew there was like an additive, whatever. But let's see. Beehive Studios. I'm not going through every trailer. Let's watch what. What do you want to watch? The Kickstarter trailer or the date trailer? Which one did I watch recently? I don't know. Let's watch this one. What's this one? Let me know what you think. If Alan was here, he could tell you a bit more about it. I don't remember all the the little details and things that are entirely different, but you can always check their literal Kickstarter to figure that out. I don't like how this lighting me. I feel like I'm shadowed a bit. Okay, anyways, appear to me. Yes. These other tiers inspired me to go back and finally beat the Water Temple Ocarina of Time. I did see you post that. Actually, I think. Love to see it. You said the Water Temple beaten. I like how it looks. Also looks like the battles are like snappy and quick. Possibly it don't take a million years to get through one battle. I don't know that for a fact. That's important for me for like a JRPG turn based. Can I get in and out of battle quickly? That matters to me. And I like if I don't have the battle to catch everything. That's pretty dope. It's still in Kickstart. I say in Kickstart. I don't know if it's an alpha or beta or whatever, but it's not like fully polished yet. So it's so possible they might overhaul some designs a little bit. But yeah, drawn out animations are annoying. I should at least be able to speed it up or do something, you know? I don't know what that the type is. I don't know what is that? Goop? I don't know. Poison? Or tail? I thought it said Sableye for a second. So wait a minute. Monk's calling us. Come on, Trey. I'm coming. I'm coming. Yeah, that's the video game. Yeah, so the Kickstarter is out. If you want to support, if you want to drop some Kickstarter dollars, it's there for you. Nah, I need you to stream at least 3 hours today. I need something to watch while playing Honkai. Then again, I could still watch the stream. I need. Oh, I mean, just watch Simi. We'll be with Simi. We'll be Simi, bro. I, I could tell I'm cooked for the week. I'm tapped out for the week. I'm cooked. Paper clone hems. I like that actually. Paper clone, kind of raw. I like that. That could be the next name after Naya the Bondi, Naya the Bondi. So, but it's Naya the Bondi season. All right. Je viens de France, Paris. Um, yeah, there's a lot of games coming out that I'm very excited for, though. For real, for real. Born of Bread is one of the ones I'm the most excited for because that's Paper Mario esque, and I want to see if like go become Kanikuins. Yeah, there you go. Kanikuins, Saberins. I don't know, but yeah, there's like games that like copy the kind of not copy, but like are inspired by like Paper Mario, the style of Paper Mario, or like spiritual successors like that. Like I'm very interested in them. I didn't really think to look for them for some reason until Bug Fables in 2019. So Seahorse Saga, Born of Bread. There's something called the Paperverse. Where you watch the Paperverse, and it was like a bunch of games that are made in the image and likeness to some degree of that. There's a furry one too. It's like a furry one where I'm like, oh, Sonic Fox the game, but yeah, man. This is why like Simi and I always laugh when I see like, especially like super like mainstream like gaming personalities be like, oh, gaming just not the same anymore. And what did you guys play every year? Call of Duty, Call of Duty One, Call of Duty Warfare, Call of Duty Black Ops. Is like this is what you do all day. You play the same fucking game. Or people who like, oh, I play FIFA, I play 2K every year. Oh, there's no more good games. And I'm like, you're not a gamer. You just play 2K. Like, shut up. There's great games everywhere. As much as I make fun of any industry, ultimately I know I could find good stuff no matter what because there's always people making dope shit. The question is how hard do you want to work to find something you want to watch, play, or read? And for me, I'll take the time to do it. So Paperverse is this the nice of thing. The NCU? Nah, I want a cooler name for my universe. I don't know. We'll find one. We'll find one. PCU, PCU, the ape verse. The concrete jungle. I don't know. I'll think of something. I'll have a name next. I'll have a name next time we're here. The Namekians. That's my government though. We can't go my government. So I'm gonna fuse my first name with Namek, but I don't want to be a Namek. Green bozos, fucking slugs. I don't want to be sane either, even though I'm an ape. But I'm the only ape that matters. I'm their first. I'm the first grade ape, first grade of Super Saiyan. But yeah, Nine Souls is one that I'm really excited for. I really just want to play Silk Song like high key, but I don't know where to get that. So a fisherman is wild. A fisherman, yeah, fisherman are mid. I don't want to be a fisherman. We already seen the government. Y'all don't know I'm a Fed. I'm the Feds, bro. I've been the Feds. I've been working on profiles for everybody in this chat. You didn't know that, did you? I'm the Feds, bro. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. I'm trying to think if there's any game here that you guys I think was super dope for you guys to see. Let me look at it one more time. Oh no, who likes Pikmin in the chat? If you if you like Pikmin, I think Tinykins would appeal to you. I don't know if you would like it, but if you like Pikmin, I'm not a Pikmin guy, but Tinykins look cool to me. See, Sea of Stars, I think is well known enough, at least in my opinion. I could scratch off Sonic Frontiers because I played it at my friend's house and it did not move me. I do not care about that game. Don't care about it. This I'm gonna scratch off too because I'm not finna play it. Make me a Vongola. I'd save America within a year with my hyper intuition. Would you save America? Or would you just get rid of it? Genuine question. Or build something better in its place. You gonna bring back traditional values? Yeah. Our Western society is just I don't know what's going on. This world is unserious. I gotta actually finish Shovel Knight Dig. Oh really oh sorry, play Shovel Knight Dig. I just have like I have you ever play a game you really like and you're like, I can't play something immediately. I need to like let it sit with me for a bit. I'm in that stage right now with Chained Echoes, so I'm like, I really kind of want to move on to the next game, but I'm like, I gotta digest the greatness that was Chained Echoes. You know, that's probably a top 50 game in my opinion. Like one of the best games I ever played. I really think so. As far as turn-based JRPGs go, that's easily one of the best I've played. I actually would argue I like them more than all the Persona games I've played. Maybe not three, but definitely five and two, because three and four are my favorites. So we'll see, we'll see. But maybe I'll show you Nine Sols and maybe Born of Bread. We'll see. You said, oh, Illuminati. I have Temtem here too, but that's been me and Vince supposed to play Temtem for like 2 years ago. But I'm gonna hop on the Temtem wave. I promise. I promise. I wish I could like read my writing. Like I write like a jackass. What the fuck does this say? Oh, I beat Eastward. I can click. I can take this off too. That's done. If you would open that damn computer, you can play that Nine Souls demo. Oh shit! I'm so I could do it while you're streaming. Lit. Like well, that's the first thing I'm doing. And once I close this laptop, I'm opening that laptop while I'm in your stream pissing you off. That's the plan. Are they? Cause I don't know if they're updating it. Well, I'm sure they're updating it still, but I know the game is complete now because they were adding expansions and new regions at some point. But I know now the game is done, so you have to pay like more, like full price for it or whatever, depending on where you get it, I suppose. But yeah, I never specified how I'd save it to Storm or Fire America. It seems as it currently a must stand to be reborn. LOL. Imagine swinging back to the real mafioso to save the country. We need that reborn sequel y'all discussed in the reborn run back. We need to bring it back again. Yo, it's gonna be reborn. I like that. Let me show you. Well, actually, no one told me to like Pikmin, so I'm assuming no one likes Pikmin. So y'all like me. Y'all don't give a fuck about Pikmin. Fair enough. I'm not a Pikmin guy either. Pikmin's one of those games I've never really hated on. I'm like I don't care about this. Plucking these pew, 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 throw them on fucking Olimar. I hate fighting Olimar or Elm in Smash though. I hate I think it's annoying to fight, but I need to stop talking about Smash Brothers. This is not Smash 4. I'm not that guy anymore. I'm not good at Ultimate. Like I'm not good at Ultimate. I was a Smash 4 nigga. I need to stop. Stop talking about it. I play Rivals of Aether and Rushdown Revolt. All right, that's what I play. That's my plat. Those are my platform fighters of choice. What the did multiverses die? Is that still popular? Do niggas still play that? Did that get updated? What happened to multiverses? Like genuine question. Did it die like Nickelodeon? I don't know. I'm sure maybe did Velma make Velma more popular? Is there a Mindy Kaling Velma skin? I'm asking the important questions today. Is there a Mindy Kaling? Oh my goodness. I only hear people talk about Pikmin when they are excited for future games. Fair enough. You're not. Do you agree to take the KD's the greatest scorer? If not, who is it to you? Jordan. Michael Jordan is the best scorer of all time. I understand people say KD because of his skill set and length and he can do everything, but it's Jordan. Um, Multiverses died. It died quick. Damn. I blame my if it failed, I blame them switching the mystery Ink Man Velma special because LeBron got arrested and like it's racist. You gotta take it out. You know what? I have to talk about this because it was on my spirit because I was editing and I was watching there's a podcast on Timcast that I like called Pop Culture Crisis and like Timcast umbrella, and so I kind of have it on in the background usually when I'm like typing away editing, writing bitch ass shit and doing work and whatnot, right, or working out, and they were talking about wrestling. So I believe the man's name was Jay Briscoe. And I was asking Simmy some questions about it because they admitted they don't really watch wrestling anymore. He watched a podcast and stuff, and like it was just one of those things where I realized like the weird insanity, the like super like everything must be very nice to everybody, and if you do one wrong thing like it's bleeding into every single facet of the world. Like nothing is safe, nothing is sacred. It could be something as niche as wrestling, and people who don't watch wrestling, who don't care about wrestling, will bitch about one tweet he had in like 2011, and that means he was undeserving of a tribute show. I heard they ended up his brother Mark, I think, ended up having some type of wrestling thing, so I think he ended up getting it. But damn, nothing is safe because I've been hearing from a lot of gamers that the games that they're playing, they're like, oh, if you say a word, if you say a no, that's a hate speech and you'll get banned. And I'm like, you have no fun anywhere. That's crazy. I'm I'm sorry to hear that. I'm I'm not really an online gamer like that. I don't really be playing in like in those lobbies. So like for me, it's whatever. I find the games that I want and I go in peace. But I don't. I hate to see it. When are we gonna fight back and beat the fuck out of these losers? Can we fight them? I want to fight, man. Multiverses was on a stronger run than Nickelodeon from what I remember. It was going for like 3 months and died tragic. Velma got canceled and ruined the game. Did it get canceled? I thought it already had the season 2 on the way. Um it's I you know what I will say though? I'm actually a little bit sad. Yeah, my work is around. You're not gonna get me with that one. I see what you put there. Yeah, shout out to Ligma Johnson. Ligma Johnson for president. But yeah, it's unfortunate because like I actually like the a lot of the effort and love they put into that game, getting like um the original voice actors to do a lot of the voices, and I like the animal animations, and it looked like the skins were cool and stuff. I don't know if they implemented a great, like to me, I didn't like the physics of the game, and I probably never plan to play that long because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not good at 2v2s and really like that. Like it's not my forte. It's not designed for 1v1, so that probably killed a lot of hype because Smash niggas just want to play 1-on-1. And I believe that a lot of these platform fighters, in terms of at least competitiveness and like pushing the game, you're probably for platform fighters always at the mercy of like the Smash Brothers community because they're the platform fighting genre. I don't know what they think about Rushdown Revolt. I haven't checked, but Rushdown Revolt to me has been the perfect blend of a traditional fighting game and a platform fighter. And I've actually played it. I say quite a bit, but decently enough. I think it's really dope. I like Valora. That's what I use. Rather sports question: who's your top three best defenders in football? Oh man, see, I want to see Lulu because I love Lulu. Ah, do I gotta give it to Maldini? Best defenders. I know Ramos is unhinged, but I think he's a good defender. I'm putting Lulu. Who gonna stop me? I'm putting Lulu as one. Not as one, but like as one of them. I like Van Dyke. I like him. I like Virgil. Oh man. I don't know if I've ever ranked defenders like that. I just have a bunch that I like. We're gonna go Lillian Thurman. He the goat. I think you got to put Mandini there. Maldini. I think I think he has to be there. Shout out Italians. Italians raw. And yeah, I like Van Dijk. He's my guy, man. I don't fuck with him. I like a lot of Dutch players though. No, I don't like Pepe, and I can't trust Pepe. I like PK, but he was a Barcelona nigga. I can't rock with him. Yeah, I'll say those three for now. I'll give so you got one past, one kind of past, and one still playing. But I think but me and Pat already planned to do like a football stream where we talk about like our favorite players at every position and everything. So don't worry, that's on the way. I'll have a better answer for you. Let me think about that one though. See, I want to say no, but see, that's a central defensive midfielder. But if you don't know, my favorite CDM is Conte. Comment il s'appelle? Conte, Angulo, Conte. I love him so much. I love that nigga so much. He's so cold. He's so fucking cold. Like 5'6". He raw. He humble. He don't care about the flash and the glitter and none of that. He's just a nice dude. Like I love him. Those type of players. Imagine my friend Reno. I used to play this guy named Reno. He was this short, small, little Filipino dude, and he would just cook you and smile. And you're just so polite and nice. Just never angry. Just step over and cook mans and score. And he's just smiling. And I'm like, if I was on the other team, I'd hit him. Why are you smiling? Don't cook me with a smile on your face, bro. He just would cook people. I wonder. I hope he actually. I heard he's fat now. That's my friend told me he got fat. Like, that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Oh man. By the way, when it comes to keepers, don't ask me. I don't know. I have no idea how to rank keepers. I've never. It's, it's the one position I've never played. I don't know what to do with keepers. Now I could tell you. I could tell you the ones that are prolific who have a lot of shutout games and all of that. But when it comes to keepers, man, I don't know how to judge them. I really don't. So that's the one position. My list might just be keepers that I like. I will tell you, I don't like. I wanted to call Ilu. Why don't I remember his name? I never remember his name because I don't like him. The France goalkeeper, Iliola. What the fuck is his name? I never liked him. He's unserious. He pisses me off. I always feel like he's been the weak link. He's not my guy. What is he? What did he? Where does he play for club? Was it Spurs? Is it Tottenham? Where does he play? Best keeper is definitely Neuer. Fair enough. That some people like to say Martinez because of his mental focus, but I don't like Martinez. I think he's a dickhead. He's fucking annoying. And I thought he was doing too much with that Mbappe shit. I'm like, he put four behind you, bro. Four. Make fun of anybody else. He put like if it was like even like if it was Moani, I still would have been salty. But I'm like, you stopped. Like I can't believe you stopped that shot. That was incredible. Like if Randall got that in, it was a wrap. But this guy wants to mock the person who put four goals behind him. Okay, I guess. Weird flex, but okay. But okay. Because I know people used to say Ochoa. Not Ochoa. That's crazy. Not him. Not JJ Ochoa. I love that guy. No. What's the Mexican goalkeeper's name? Is that his last name is similar? Maybe I got the last name right. I always thought he was a little overrated. I think he had like one real good showing, but he always seemed overrated to me. But again, goalkeeper is not my. There's always things I always admit like that's not for me to judge. People be like, oh, like what college player for like in NCAA do you think is gonna be good? I'm like, I don't know. I've gotten two right in my life. I saw John Morant before he came into the league. I liked him. I saw Derrick Rose when he's in Memphis. I liked him. That's it. I can't. I don't know how to judge talent. I have no idea. I can't do that. I'm not. I would be a horrible scout. But like I don't know. He looks good. Like he's like a bust. I'm like I'm sorry. I thought he was going to be good. I don't like banking on potential like that. Just like show me. Like if for me as a coach, more often than not, I care that you want to do the work. You have the right mentality and a certain level of professionalism. That will take you a long way, in my opinion. But I don't really care for like, oh my goodness, he's 6'1", but he got a 7 foot wingspan. That's not always gonna move me like that. But I can't really do it too much for football either. But I can do it better because at least I've played that, so I can be like, oh, this guy looks good. Like Endrick Felipe, he looks solid for a 16-year-old man. He looks like he's gonna be nice. I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything about Luca beforehand. I've heard like, oh, this Luca guy, because I think it was like him 18 and someone else. I didn't know but I heard that he was playing professional for 13 years. I'm like, that accounts for something. But I can tell you, I never thought he'd be this good this quickly. That I can admit. But I didn't know. I had no idea. No clue. I didn't know who he was. The only foreign player that I've heard of, I guess except, well, what's the one from France coming out now? The tall guy, Owimbe, something like that. There's a really tall one who's supposed to be like 7'2" and he can shoot and shit. Like aside from him, the one that I'd heard about beforehand, like through the grapevine, was Giannis. I knew about Giannis coming from Greece, I believe it was, before seeing him. But then I like saw him his first 2 years, and I was like, oh, I don't know. Then one year I'm like, yo, he nice. He had the Euro accolades coming in. Yeah, 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 yeah. Which will help. Yeah, Victor Menyama. When some, there you go. Thank you. I'm like, what's that guy's name, bro? There we go. That's what I'm thinking about. Yes, yeah. He seems good. I don't know though. Like Zion didn't move me. I'm not that he's bad, but like when I saw Zion, I was like, I don't know why. Everyone, oh, he's 1,000,000 pounds, but he could jump like that. I'm like, yup, that's scary. In the sense that like, can his lower extremities handle that? Like, I don't know what to do with that. But I saw John Moran. I'm like, he's nice. Once he gets a mid range and a reliable jump shot, he'll be hard to stop. He don't got that yet. But yeah, Victor Wembenyama, Wembenyama. There you go. I'm trying to get it right. It's like when I used to like try to say Giannis' last name. I used to say Giannis Antetokounmpo. I don't know how to. I didn't know how to say it at first. I said, listen. As somebody who with a name that nobody can pronounce, right? Anytime they see it, I know what it feels like. So I'll just call him Giannis. Keep it simple. Like no, like because like I know it's like to have an African name that nobody knows how to say. They look at it and they're like, they just make some shit up. Have I done TOG tier lists? I think I've done a few. Me and Inspirational, I think we did a Halloween special 2 years ago for scariest Tower of God characters. I think I did a best girls tier list. There's actually You actually reminded me of I'm supposed to do that tier list with like every single character, and I've been running from it because I'm like I don't know who half these niggas are. I don't remember half these niggas. But no, I haven't done that. No, I haven't done the big one. But I have done some Tower God tier list. I do believe I have a tier list playlist on my channel. If not, I'll make one. There should be a tier list playlist, so you should be able to see that. Like I organize most things by tier list. A couple of things fall to the wayside, but most things are in a tier list. Whether it's Kubera live actions, Tower God live actions, Tower God podcast, the Mule Love Chicken Love Club podcast. What's my JoJo podcast called again? Wow, I don't remember what it's called, but Mario Joe Radio broadcast. Like yeah, they're all I put stuff. I organize, man. I like to be organized. Like if you look at my closet, my shit's organized by color and by like clothing type. So it's like hoodies, crew necks, t-shirts, tank tops, joggers, whatever. I'm actually rather organized for somebody who is a go with the flow guy. I'm pretty organized. You can see me, I got notebooks and shit. I'll be writing down. I'll be trying to be, you know. I have shit memory. Unless you in a lot of chapters, you might as well be nameless background character. I mean, yeah, like I'll forget characters that like I know I've seen and I've seen them before, but I don't remember their name. So like Amigo Chaz is someone I remember now because like I memed him into infamy in my reclimb. But like if I've seen him before, I'm like that's the guy with the wings. I don't remember his name though. Like so I don't know what to do with that. Or like maybe like I forget someone. Maybe not Boro or Sachi Faker, but like some character like that I forget. Like the chicken guy. I don't remember the chicken guy's name. Yeah, they got wadied. If I can remember their name. I remember the big girl who eats candy. What's her name? The girl who eats candy. I don't remember their name. Yeah, I don't like Barrow. I don't even know. See, like I don't have time for them. How did I feel when Kawhi left Toronto? I was cool with it. I was cool with it. I I I I would have been shocked if he stayed. But here's the thing that I always said with Kawhi, right? I knew why he wanted to go to LA, his family, yada yada, this and that, the third, Los Angeles, cool. I get it. Plus, it's America. You don't want to be in Canada here. You got to go through customs, all that. It's probably fucking annoying. I understand that. He came, he delivered. I'm like, yo, you can go, you can leave. All I know is Toronto has a ring, and some cities don't. I do think it's weird to not defend your title. That's the only thing with me. To me, it's like if I was Kawhi, I would have stayed one more year to try to defend the title in Toronto. Like, take that from me. If I lose, fine. I go to Los Angeles. So I would have done one more year personally. But me and Kawhi are not the same person at all. So, does Frog Gangster have a name? Frog Gangster? Dorian Frog? Talk about the guy with the on the last station when the White stepped out and he blew him away, came back. Or you talking about Cobalt, the goat, Trauma Race Frog, throwing up the gang signs, Common Cobalt W. I don't know. Unless there's another frog I'm forgetting. Was there a third frog? There was the Beats by Dre from Dorian. Oh, Cobalt. Yeah, I like Cobalt. Cobalt's my guy. Yeah, best animal. Cobalt video. I need to make a Cobalt video. You know what? I'll make a Cobalt short. There we go. That's tomorrow's short. I need two shorts for the weekend, so maybe I'll do a Cobalt short. That's what I'll do. Shorts are not hard to make, and then maybe I'll do a One Piece one. Talking about it might be time for order to retire or wrap up or get easy speed run to the end. I don't know. Water jelly, yeah, water jelly needs one too. Water jelly, my water jelly gimmick was so funny because I had watched one of the old Mew Love podcasts. But remember back when we used to use Google Hangouts for YouTube, like way back. I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's been so long. It's been a long journey. It's been a long time. Like time really does fly. Like this is really my fifth year of doing this bullshit. Just coming on the mic, talking shit, saying shit, doing shit. Love it here. It's fun. Good times. Who's better? Mulov. Mulov. Mulov always. Mulov. Mulov is undefeated. That's Catcher Freeman. You saw him free the slaves. He said, "Let my dogs go." He had to carry Ivanka. Ivanka wasn't helping. Useless. Got to cut himself out with his Don Sula mastery, the circle user mastery, blue ore. Sicarius trying to chase him. He dodging the webs. Free the slaves. Give Ivanka the open to stop the gate. That's my king. And he don't like fried chicken. He my nigga too, bro. Fuck fried chicken is not lit. Jerk chicken is the goat. We getting a vid on the non-gay frog. Let's go. The chemicals in the water ain't shit to the frog overlooked. There's chemicals coming. The freaking frog's gay. You know, I didn't know he still had his show. Like I until Kanye was on it with like whatever weirdo group that he was on. I didn't know Infowars still existed. That was just kind of funny to me. Catch a Freeman caught slaves. Oh wait, hold on. Oh shit. Who was who was one who freed the slaves? I met him. I think I said Catcher Freeman in the video too, which is crazy. I fucked up then. I don't remember the Boondocks quote the way I was supposed to remember it. Oh well. No one corrected me, so it's fine. Don't go back and find the video. Fuck you. No one corrected me. I got away with it. The meddling kids didn't get in my way. I got away with it. Shout out to Velma, the GOAT, best TV show out, best cartoon out, HBO Max legend. So if you had to cut any character of TOG or Mew Love or Cobalt, Cobalt. I could just give Trauma Ray any other summon that does the same thing. It could be a fucking giraffe, I guess. So yeah, Cobalt. Because you have to remember, Mew Love still has the moment where he meets Viole. When Viole comes back in season 2 and stuff, and he has some good moments there with the untrustworthy room. And then Mew Love now has some lore where he doesn't like the Empire or FUG, so he's like this weird middle ground where like the Jihad Empire he doesn't like, but he also doesn't like FUG because of what happened to his family and his adopted family. So sorry, man. You're not gonna get me to renounce Mew Love. It won't happen. I won't read the story. If Mew Love wasn't in there, I wouldn't have loved the story the way that I did. Granted, the first time I read Tower of God, while Mew Love had a pretty profound effect on me, my favorite character was Kunran. I was a Rand merchant. Rand was my guy. I used to be one of those people who like better than Killua. I mean, I still believe that, but like my point was like, I it meant a lot to me that people believed that believed me when I said that. I don't care anymore. Now I'll just do it for shits and giggles. But yeah, I was a Kunran guy. I I asked people in the video in one of my videos that they wanted me to take every football player that I can recognize based off names that SIU referenced in Tower of God, like Aguero, Sergio Asensio, Marco, all kind of stuff. Only two people in the comment section said yes. So if more people don't say yes, I'm not doing it because it sounds like a lot of work. To be honest. So no, if I don't see demand for it, I'm not killing myself to do it because I was trying to go through every single name on the on in Tower of God. So because I've been noticing more and more like Quadrado and stuff in hindsight, where I'm like, there's actually you actually named like almost like I almost want to say at least 40% of characters off football players. So could be interesting. So if you had to cut any character, oh, I thought you asked me if I cut any character in general, because I cut Bam. Yeah. I'm a Phantom Minion Merchant. Best character easy. Because he's not in it. So he can't be ruined. He got this one little cameo. He's like, where the king at? The king don't want to fight. I bet. And he cut. Like, this tower trash. He left. He came like a Kingdom Hearts character. Said, what's going on here? It's like, the tower? You got to climb this shit? Shit, gay. And he left. Went home. What what do you think will happen? What do you think will happen first? Someone surpassing Messi as the go or MJ as the go? Ooh, that's interesting to think about. Because some people still don't even have Messi or Jordan as the GOAT, but I know what you mean because the general consensus is the general consensus. I really think it's harder for football players. I think it's harder for football players. Granted, I don't see anyone surpassing either of them in my lifetime, but I might have to go with I don't even see I don't know if I might have to go with MJ because it seems with a lot of people you don't need 6 rings to be better than him necessarily. Because some people wanted to give it to LeBron when he had 3. I mean, he has half the ring count and he's better than him. That made no sense to me. Well, basketball I think is an easier sport to like know what someone's like legitimate skill set is because there's only 5 players on the court and it's like, do you play on both sides or not? Whereas if you're like an absolutely out of this world Holland type prolific striker, you don't have to play defense. I know in the modern times you got to track and press now. That's a big thing. But if Holland just scores goals and doesn't play defense, that's fine. He's a great striker and he would be rewarded for that. So I don't know. That's interesting. But I would say it's probably harder to surpass. Would be harder to surpass Messi because you'd have to play on his level in terms of goal contributions and well, goal contributions in general, assist goals and assists. Then you'd have to have the hardware. Whatever league you're in, Bundesliga, Serie A, Liga, La Liga, Premier League, whatever. You got to have the hardware. You have to have the individual accolades. You're gonna have to get, I say, at least 5 Ballon d'Ors. I don't think you need 8 personally, but I think you need at least 5. Then you need a World Cup, and you have to be the leading scorer. Like that's a lot. It's a lot to ask. I still think they're both pretty untouchable, all things considered. Like what Jordan did was absolutely crazy, but it's probably harder to get to the Messi to the Messi in football. That's I don't know. I actually like really like that question. I'm gonna ask that to my niggas later. I'm gonna ask that to Pat and shit and see what they think. I like that question. And again, my other TOG go to me would say it's Gustan coming. That was funny, man. Gustan cool, but Jihad the real goat. I like King Jihad. Yeah, what's good? What happened? High and low? What's poppin'? You injured Stan. What's going on, sir? Yeah, because I still wouldn't have given it to Messi without a World Cup thing. But I don't. But the people seem to be holding World Cup wins less regard, and I understand, but I still think you need one at least to be like the greatest. You have to win at international and club level a lot. Personally speaking, that's what I think. That's why when Messi won it, I gave up the Ronaldo argument. I'm not a I I have been toxic for fun, but I'm not a delusional Ronaldo fan in my opinion. I never have been delusional. I've always been realistic. Do you think the family heads are really bad, or do you think Jihad changed them? I think I think it's a case by case scenario. I think some of them are kind, genuine, probably genuine. Like I would be shocked if Yuri and Eurasia maybe like let's say they don't have like a dangerous or a dark side or like if they have to like body somebody they wouldn't be able to do that. But I think some of them are generally pretty kind. What gives me hope for that is Urek. Urek Mazino is he's not a family head, but obviously he's one of the strongest people in the tower, self-proclaimed champion, number 4, and he's a good dude. He's not like he won't get mean and body you if he has to, but he's a nice dude. He looks out for the little guy. I think there's characters like that even amongst the family heads and higher ups. They're like, I'm really not like malicious. Like I'll just be chilling. Like and I think urine, high urine is probably one. Um, Finette the one would be interesting to see now. I don't know how much he's changed, but I think some of them are pretty chill, personally speaking. That's the World Cup with the golden ball. Yeah, that's hard to debate against. The golden ball, yeah, Ballon d'Or. Because he has 7, right? He might get an 8th one this year. I actually don't think he deserves it, but but if he gets it, I understand why. I don't think he deserves it. Just based off his World Cup performance, I don't think that's enough to give him the Ballon d'Or. But I would be shocked if he doesn't get it. But we'll just never see an era like that again. Like it was crazy. You know what's crazy? I always think Messi got the first one, but I always forget it was Ronaldo's. I think 2008 Manchester Derby when he went crazy when he had his first like knuckleball free kick goal. I was like, geez, that was like, gee, Manchester Ronaldo was fun to watch with the step overs and everything. People don't remember that. That's why people call him a tap in merchant. I just laugh. Because first of all, clinical is clinical, so it doesn't matter. I see people who miss tap ins all the time. I have missed happens. Like it happens, right? And they haven't seen how his game has evolved over the years. So I've seen how him and Messi have had to evolve their play style depending on personnel and as they got older. And then in 2014, I remember Ronaldo got tendinitis, whatever the fuck it's called, and he had to change his playing style a lot after that. He stopped being a dribbler. I got one more day of work and then one day off. Love it here. That's what's up. I'm I'm about to take my weekend soon, so I feel it. Like Kunedwan's pretty chill. He just be fucking can't hate it. That's what that's only because like Kuns tend to be like conniving and a little like sly. So I'm like, does that come from him? you know? Was it like the first girl he breeded that she was really like conniving? Like where do Guerrero those guys get and Machete get the like their menacing side? So, but if he's just out here slinging dick, let him rock. I get it. Sometimes you got to sling some meat. I'm interested in Tomare and why he erased his memory. I don't think he's a bad person. I think he trusts Jihad and got mad at Arlene for betraying Jihad. That's a prevalent theory and conversation we had a lot with the Leviathan stuff and what happened. So um Pomeroy comes across to me like he may not necessarily be a bad guy or a bad person, but definitely like a recluse, like very introverted, so not socially calibrated, and very to himself. Like if nobody bothers him, he'll just sit in his room, kind of thing. So maybe he's not a bad guy, but I don't know if he's a good guy. Remains to be seen though. And everyone's moral compass is different. Like my I don't necessarily see the world in black and white, good and evil. I think evil is relative, and I think the victors of war and stuff get to determine what is right and wrong. Well, there's a point in time where killing and death wasn't seen as like a abhorrent thing, right? Then at some point, somebody decided that murder was wrong, you know. So you got to keep that into consideration. Morality changes depending on the generation and the year and what part of the world you're in. You know, there's some places in the world where they're like, "Yo, we in our culture and our religion, we do not do or mess with any of this, whatever shit like." This shit, that shit, whatever progressive, whatever you're trying to push, we don't do this in Qatar. We don't do this in Saudi. If you're in California, go ahead, but we don't do that here. And I don't think there's one right way to think about that kind of stuff. So Edouan definitely has the most direct attendance. Yeah, for sure. If I remember correctly, he doesn't have the most kids. That would be Blood Matter, but Blood Matter's breeding rate directly correlates with his lifespan, I believe. So it might be different for him. But I know in terms of just having the most sex, it's just Edouan. Edouan just slinging meat. So that's why that's why they were saying that I'm Edouan. In the if I'm a family head, I have to be Kun Edouan. I'm like, why do I have to be Kun Edouan? They're like, what kind of monster do you guys think that I am? I'm a virgin, Virgin Mary. All right, no sex before marriage, no premarital sex for this guy. Aguero doesn't even consider his siblings, even though they have the same father. There you go. He don't fuck. He don't fuck. Aguero really me for real. I don't lie. I don't really fuck with my family like that, so I feel it. I don't think blood makes you family. I understand it; it's important, but I don't. I think family is important, but my friends are my friend. My friends are my power. Nakamada. So yeah, I hope SIU comes back soon though, so my channel can like not struggle. That's the only reason why I want him back. So I'm motivated to make a Tower of God video. I have no motivation to make Tower of God content these days. So I'm just like, come back so I have reasons. We need the dating what were we calling it? The dating the fuck are those dating shows called? The whatever show for Bam where they all have to vie for his love and cook for him and shit. Should be an interesting arc, man. I wish Bam wasn't super involved, but it is what it is. I think Chomray has trust issues. He sees the worst in people. I think he hated killing Wang Wang because of his past memories with Arlene. I mean, he had the line where he's like, "So so you bear your fangs at me. You're gonna betray me too. Yada yada blah blah." Yeah, he seems to be like psychologically damaged for some type of betrayal, which is why I've always argued that I think the reason he has animals and he has the power of anima is so that he can subjugate creatures or trifles, if you will, to bend to his will and never go against him. You train a dog properly to not bite the hand that feeds it, and it will always do what it does to get fed. So people are not like people are humans aren't like that. You can't control them to that degree. So I agree with that assessment for the most part. I'm with you. What do you think is more impressive? Will Chamberlain sleeping with 200,000 women or him dunking from the free throw line? Apparently that's a lie. The 20,000 women thing has been has been apparently has been a great exaggeration. It's something like 2,000. It's not really 5 digits, but I would say the women only, even though it's him, because a part of me would like if that was true, right? It'd be like think of the time period, the racial tension. Unless he's just running through black women, I don't know. um, and just the way that like black men could not move freely like that, depending on where you were. So like that's an interesting variable to consider. Um, but considering his athleticism and frame and size, and the stories that I heard, he picked up Arnold Schwarzenegger. He dunked so hard that it caused a crater in the ground, and the ball went from one side of the earth and came out the other one. Like, I think the athletic feat, while still impressive, was probably not as hard for him. So yeah, so yeah. Um, Knocking my power. Not really member of the Fairy Tale Guild. Friendship, baby. Yes, sir. Well, actually, what is it? This is fairy tale sign, whatever it is. My friends are my family. Yep. I get it now. Yeah, Mashima, you're one and only. I could CML, certified Mashima lover. I love that. I like that. Supposedly, Bill was a milk merchant. I'm not mad at him for that. I'm not. I don't. What? I like white women. I don't care, bro. White women are out. They've always been kind to me. Okay, leave my white women alone. She's very beautiful to me. Well, that guy in the bus, what did they say? She looks very good to me. I think he controls. I don't want to take control of his life. Jihad definitely fucked with his head or made him feel like a bitch. I don't know if Jihad specifically did anything to him, but I do think the situation with the betrayal and them going against V and Arlene and stuff like that. Again, yes, be able to subjugate animals gives him a sense of control over what people can and can't do in his presence. So it's like you do what I say, you bend to my will, and I'm like, fair enough, sir. Live your life. I'm not a Tom Ray fan though. I think he's weird. I think he needs to touch some fucking grass. And him telling Wang Wang and then there to breed, I can't wait any longer. Breed her tonight. I'm like, you fucking freak. You freak. Why are you watching them? He over there watching? Nah, you scary, bro. You scary. He's scary. I also think SIU somewhat mishandled him, but I'm not gonna go into great like it's still new, it's still fresh, he's still here, so much can be done, but I felt like he was all over the place a bit like Caliban was when he was first introduced. I will oppose your law even though I don't have the strength to because I don't want to get married. I hate band forever. CBH. Yo, is it it might be time to start the CBH faction. Hold on. That's moving me. I got Kubera Adonai Uncle Tower got but that's me. Since Bam's conversation with Tramre, I understand. I can't. I saw Uruchan post Arlo and John being angry. I'm like, is this still an ongoing feud with these two? Are they still this at each other's neck? That's fucking hilarious, bro. He a voyeur. Let him cook. Don't don't kink shame here. I'll kick shame that. I don't respect that. I don't respect that. I will kink shame that one. I feel you. You know, if you like, let's say you're a Foot Clan nigga, you like feet. You know, you be a feet guy. Enjoy your life. But if you're a voyeur, you're a cuck. I don't respect it. Live your life, but don't ask me to respect it. I don't. I think you're a fucking loser. Shoot. We all inclusive here in the Fairy Tale Guild. I'm not all inclusive. I'm a tyrant. I pick and choose. I discriminate. I discriminate. I judge. I'm not a good person. NTR make my stomach hurt. NTR is kind of mean, but you know, it's out. It happens. That's life. It's life. Nah, they're not beefing. Oh, okay. So why she still drawing art like that? Move on. Draw Arlo doing cooler things. I don't know. I don't think he mishandled him that bad. He can expand it after what he did with Yasracha. No, my problem is that despite a family head being present, the tension wasn't really there to me. Cause he came and he's like, not doing anything when he's kind of doing stuff. Then he sees Bam and he's all like, "If you guys shut the fuck up, stop talking." Then he's like, "Did it this, did it that." And Hot song's like, "Oh, Mr. Family Head, sir, shouldn't you like ask him for his hand in marriage?" He's like, "I guess." I'm like, bro, like this guy's just like all over the place to me, in my opinion. Like it doesn't seem like he has a streamlined plan for him yet. I still think it's early, so I'm not going crazy. Like he sucks, he's ass. Now, do I personally like Trauma Ray? I don't think that matters. Whether I like him or not, personally, I don't think that matters. I don't yet. Think he has some interesting things about him, but as far as family heads that I've seen, I like Gustang the most. He moved me. A bug is a bug was moving me. He's talking shit. Rachel got washed by a toy bee. He look at her, she heal. He was cool, man. TOG one last band painter. No, we the fairy tale guild don't expect armpit warriors either. Does it look good? Cobalt still MVP season 3. Shout out to Cobalt though. That's the goat frog, bro. He was throwing up the gang signs. Shout out to Cobalt. He was out there. He had that one dragon, the sea dragon, that looked ferocious too. That Kraken got bodied though. Will I ever see Yama's full transformation? Find out next year when Tower God comes back. It's leftover loving. Mustang flicking the cigarette and blowing up the ship was the coolest thing I ever seen. Ruination. That was sick. He just flicked it while he was reading his book. Book merchant, book club. They got a book club in there. I love it. The Arc of Knowledge. I love it. So I'm tremendously moved. He gotta get Yura out of there though. Why is she there? Yura's so mid. Rachel's like mid, but like I'm indifferent on Rachel at this point. She don't anchor me. She don't move me like she used to, like in that sense. I'll read you a book for that crime. I don't think Trauma Ray is that type of character. He's not a shot caller. Gustang is a shot caller. Trauma Ray seems more like if Jihad says this, then I do this. He follows orders. I'm a push back on that because while he said to some degree that he will respect the will of the king, he went against the king's orders in my from what I remember. Maybe I'm misremembering this, but when he was talking with Bam, where they like people were saying kill the irregular, protect the irregular, leave the regular alone. He was going through all the different options and factions of people, deciding on what their opinion on Bam climbing was. Um, and Tramway was willing to just take him into his family himself. The king wants him dead, right? And Tramway's like, come to my family. In my opinion, that's going against the king because he wouldn't need to take him into his family to deliver him to jihad. He can just bring him by his little fucking neck and bring him there right now, right? So push back on that. I don't think he's disloyal to jihad, but I don't think it's everything that jihad says I must do or else he'll get. I don't think it's like that. Personally, I could be wrong though. I'll forever respect and appreciate Cobalt because his appearance held in the stream that got me a mod status. He's also like you just like this, bro. A frog that ate 1,000 snakes that evolved into a deity. He's not cold. Like that's deep lore. He's cold, bro. Cobalt raw. Cobalt the irregular teleported. See, he's sick. He's sick. He throwing up gang signs, the west side, the east side, whatever. He throwing up shit. Like, that's my boy. Shout out to Frogger over there, man. Shout out to Frogger. Shout out to Slippy. Shout out to Greninja. I don't know. I'm running out of frogs. I don't know anymore. Do I need any more frogs? I'm out of frog names. But yeah. Shout out to the gay frog that Alex Jones is concerned about. Yeah, I'm out of frogs. Jihad never said kill him. He only said to kill him if he wanted on the Hell Train or FUG or go to war with Gustang family. I think that's semantics, but I'm gonna let you have that though. I guess I'm not because Jihad tried to kill him again in the floor of death. The floor of death in the hidden floor. Because he's like, didn't I kill you already? And tried to ring him by his neck, but the second thorn fragment saved him. He would have killed him again. So I think he wants him dead. I think the Hell Train thing may have been to maybe obfuscate something, but ultimately you're right. On the three orders, it didn't say kill the 25th BAM. I don't believe so. I'm gonna let you have that one, but I think that's a weak. I think that's a flimsy argument. I think it's weak because if you killed everyone on the Hell Train, who's on the Hell Train too, 25th BAM. That's just me though. Naya, most people have KD top 15, but you have some pretty unique takes. Do you have him top 15? Top 20. Top 20 I'll have him. I don't know if I have him top 15. I'm working on my basketball list. I have 70 players written down and I've been narrowing it down. I could foresee him being like in that 18th spot, like around there, around there. Kawhi's also been very hard for me to rank. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how to rank Kawhi. He's been very hard for me to rank, personally. But I don't have KD like 11th or 10th or like 12th or something. Like I have I would have it probably in the later teens. I don't disrespect his two rings, but that shit. If he got like one with Brooklyn, he'd go up. He'd go higher. He'd be like in my top 15 at that point. So, I remember the cheetah that beat 1,000 ostriches in a race. There you go. Um, oh no, wasn't the orchard? The orchards that beat 100 cheetahs in a race. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just like Cobalt. I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes I just like the randomest shit just because I like it. I still remember. I'm glad Korea has one good Yama. They had two, but one of them kept screaming, "Yes, Ratcha!" He really like Yama started off so strong, bro. Like Yama, shout out to the Houndborns, but yeah, there's only one Yama in my heart from Korea, and that is the ward. I was gonna call him the Warden of Hell. That's not really what he is, but shout out to Yama for one last god, man. One last god, yo. One real god, Yama. I personally don't think Kawhi's top 20. No, he's not top 20. He's not top 20. No, that's for sure. But it's just he's just weird to rank, like right, like just weird. Like he's got his two Finals MVPs, he's got his rings and whatnot, but then he's like half the time he's injured. It's like, what do you do with that? Like he's just so hard to deal with. But he's had incredible runs and peaks, and he's very efficient. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to say, but I'd probably have Kawhi in the like 35 maybe range in my head. I don't know. I don't know. There's a part of me that thinks like he's like definitely top 75 all time. And I'm like, not if let's say I saw a list and Kawhi was at like 40, I wouldn't be mad. I don't know if I agree, but would I be mad? Like I don't know. So, but the other thing about it, yeah, but you have to think about it's not like Trauma has a direct contact with Jaha like his cell phone. He don't even know that Bam is Arlene's son. I think Trauma Ray is deciphering the message and follow the order to the best that he can. I think that's your personal interpretation, and I'm not mad at it. I disagree though. I don't. I mean, obviously, I don't. I don't know for. I don't think most people have a way to contact Jihad directly. I wouldn't be surprised if family heads of all people could, or at least request an audience. I don't know how pompous and regal Jihad is, and it's like you must request an audience if you wish to speak with the king. You may speak to his high priest. I don't know, but we just gotta wait. We just gotta wait. Like I don't know how to speculate on him right now because I don't have enough. So I just need more chapters. But I am 100% certain Jihad wants Bam fucking dead, and Trauma Ray being like, become part of my family is not what Jihad wants to see. I stand by that. Why are we debating facts about Tower of Bam? Let it do Naya. I don't want to see another 25th Kirby vid or Divine tap water. A good power system. It's 2023. We need some new content. Paper clone. All right. Is it a hot take to have David Robinson over him, over Kawhi? No, I don't think that's crazy. I don't think that's crazy in the slightest. The Admiral is one of the greatest. Yeah, that's not crazy to me. No, it's not. Let it die. Got that autocorrect. No, that's not crazy to me. I don't know. I don't know how much. I don't. David Robinson has one of the greatest peaks in my opinion as well. So yeah. Despite Kubera not having lots of action, if you think about it, a Kubera game would actually slap. Well, I mean, depends on what type of game you're gonna make and whatnot. Because one thing about Kubera, they may not fight super often, but you still know how incredibly powerful all these characters and gods and Suras are. They're like multi-universal galaxy breaking plus levels, solar system plus levels of like powerful. A lot of them and stuff. So like, but I've always thought that Kubera would be a fantastic visual novel. If you're gonna add some type of gameplay segments to it, sure, but I definitely think as a visual novel would work. I don't know what else you would make it a turn-based JRPG, but again, how often are they really fighting? They're more like talking, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. May, Maybe if you can make an interesting conversation game, I don't know, you run around as a guy, you gotta like convince people you gotta hide yourself from the inside. I don't know. I don't know, but visual novel for me always made sense for Kubera. Like you can't make it an action game unless you just want to make some bullshit where just like Kubera Muso and you just have Lees with her fucking sword of Re just slashing through hordes of Suras and Taraka clan, a chaos like I don't know. Isn't Jihad like separated from the rest of the people in the tower? Isn't that what they have? Isn't that what they have why they have the ring so they can open the door? I might be misremembering it. We knew for a one point he was inactive and he was asleep, and I don't know if he's on the 135th floor, 34th floor, locked up or whatever. But usually it's like one of the high priests or whatever, or those three lords are like in rotation for running the tower in his stead. I don't know. I don't think all of that's perfectly clear. We just know he's been kind of like inactive, but I don't remember a door thing specifically. That's not ringing a bell. But him being separate from Pillar Tower, yeah, that's probably true. He's probably by himself in some isolated room or dimension. Um, because I am always reminded that what happened in the floor, the hidden floor, or like somebody likes to call it the sword art arc, is that Jihad's power seeped into the hidden floor. That wasn't literally physically King Jihad coming into the hidden floor. His power manifested there and took his image and whatnot. So it's food for thought. You can have magician v magician, magician v Zurav, Zurav v Zurav, Zurav v God. There's a lot of things you could do in terms of combat. But like, what would you be looking for though? I guess is my question. Because if I'm gonna play a Kubera game, I want it to be canon. So and like we don't just run most characters don't just run around fighting all day, every day for every second like that, or we don't see it. So like it's not a combat series, so it's just like we're just having just having it doing it for fun. That's the case, and fine. But I feel like with a visual novel, you can tell a canon story that takes place within the Kubera universe. That's probably why I'm saying it. I'm also a visual novel merchant, so take that with a grain of salt. But I think you could do a lot of things with many series and many properties. The question just becomes: do you think Korea or whoever is going to take a lot of time to do that? It's not a popular series anyway, so I don't even know they trust the IP to carry. Because like those Tower God mobile games look fucking awful. I don't like any of them. They look awful to me. But I'll be taking them animations for the videos. How do you feel about Siakam as a Canadian? I'm invested because he's Laz's favorite player in the league. Fucking Beyblade. I think Siakam works extremely well as as a supplementary like secondary star. Like if he's like the like Siakam playing kind of like next to Kawhi, a little bit behind Lowry, I think is his best type of role. I don't think he's good enough to be the best player on the team. I don't think Siakam's a bad player, but he don't move me. I don't like him like that. Give a fuck about some spicy P, bro. My favorite player on that team, if he's still there, honestly, because I watch Raptors play, is Fred. Fred Van Fleet. He's my favorite player on the Raptors. So my favorite player in the league is John Morant. I like actual good players. So will happen? Absolutely not. But American Dream. I'm taking the Prince of Jihad and the Red Light District. I thought of the rings. Oh, you're talking about to get to the next floor thing. Yeah, yeah. The 13. You need the 13-month series plus the rings of Wagnan and Karaka to continue the climb because they locked it off after the Jihad Empire stopped at the 134th floor, and they say the administrator could be hostile. So yeah. Favorite design in Kubera? Probably Lila. I think Lila's beautiful, and I love the stupid mask thing she wears, and I love it. I love it. Yama's got a good design. I like how Kasak looks. I feel like we talked about this and I had a different answer. Obviously, Brilith, because Brilith gang. Only hope I have for Karaka is the goddamn ring. Oh, I don't even. I'm not. Even, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not talking about Karaka. I'm gonna get depressed. Um, other designs of that game that I really like. I like Raltaro's design. I think Raltaro looks really cool for as a Garuda. Really dope Garuda design, in my opinion. Hmm. Yaksha's Suriform looks incredible. Maruna. Maruna looks dope. That's the best chicken. Best chicken burb. Best burb. I fuck with Maruna. Four other Garuda siblings. All of them. I'm not mad at that. Um, now that I've finally seen Shiva, I like how Shiva looks. She would look raw. She would look super raw. Best Prometheal, in my opinion. Yuta's got a great design too, actually. Yuta funny, bro. Yuta wearing Yuta's like puberty stage always kills me when I think about him. Like he's really just like about to wrap his body parts around Lee's, and Kasaka's like, listen, read this. He's a freak. Tenchi's trying to wear the scarf with the hat, with the jacket. I said, yo, that's crazy. He was actually wilded. Oh my goodness. Yeah, little Yuta. Karaka's the biggest waste of a character in Tower God. Please don't remind me. I don't want to do this. Let me live, man. Let me be happy for once. The meat scarf, yes. But trying to wrap his meat around her neck. Does Duncan have top five longevity to you? Tim Duncan? Yeah. He played. Did he play 20 years or was it 19? He played very good all 19 years, even though he had a decline. But yeah, he's a longevity king in my opinion. I think it might have been 19, 20 years. I don't remember how long he played, but I have Duncan right after Kobe. Like I have Kobe in my top five. I have Duncan at like sixth. So I have Kobe at like fifth. So Kobe would be like right sixth. So I have a tremendous amount of respect for Tim Duncan. I know is probably controversial, but I have Tim Duncan over Magic and Larry more often than not. Again, I'm really gonna think about these lists when I make them. Like, I kind of make them a little willy nilly, and then I kind of like, oh, this is good enough. Good enough. This is a good enough placement. No one should be mad. So, though, you know what's been really odd? I've been rethinking LeBron at two a lot lately. I've been thinking about putting him back three, but I have him at two for now. But Brown, I've been thinking of putting him back three, but I'll leave him there. I hate LeBron fans. I'm not in the mood to argue with them. They win off the fact I don't want to argue. You can have it. Fraud Raka, one of my favorite parts of TOD was seeing Urak pack that bum up with a single finger. All right, man. Usha's my favorite design of the gods. Oh yes, the Dons. Usha's she's good. Karaka and Team Bam or not. He keeps flip flopping every arc. I don't know what to tell you. I have no answers. I've never heard of Karaka. I heard of Taraka. I like him. Taraka out. Yeah, the same, just reverse. Duncan at five and Kobe at six. Yeah, I think I've always said when it comes to Duncan and Kobe, whatever you value more will judge where you place them. But I've always thought it's egregious to have them separated by too many spots. Like let's say you had a Kobe at like seventh, and you had Duncan at like 11th. That makes no sense to me. They're the two best to me. They're the two best of their era, their generation, So if Kobe's at like, I see Kobe's at fourth. I don't think you could have Duncan lower than like sixth. He should be like right there. So I'm with you. I like Kobe more. I think I'd rather have the explosiveness, the ability to get 60. Even though I know there's nights he'll shoot 4 for 20. I want the nights where he gets 60 and he goes hot and things like that. Because there's a lot of psychological warfare games that I would play with that. I know Duncan is just consistently steady and good and doesn't have those like valleys and peaks. I like the valleys and peaks more for that type of player. Do you think Rocket can be fixed or is it too late? Y'all, y'all, y'all really don't want me to be happy. Y'all just torturing me with this. I politician I politicked my way around Karaka like 4 times. Y'all read the press. So about Karaka, Jesus Christ. Okay. I guess he could be fixed. I don't know. I don't know what to do with what is his role now though. Like I don't even know what his thematic role in the story is at this point. Because like he's weaker than Bam. Like what do you do with Karaka? I don't know. Just give us the ring and move on. I guess I don't know. I don't know. Karaka might be cooked. He might be cooked. I still think other things could be saved, like Shinsu and stuff. But Karaka, it might be over for him. I hope not, though. I want to be wrong. You guys know that was my Slayer or whatever. See now, she look at me now. See now, look what y'all did. Y'all killed my energy. Now I want to end the stream. Now I'm tired. Now I want to sleep. This Karaka talk. Um, fuck, one last fraud. I don't even know why I'm being such a hater today. I saw someone have Kobe at 3 and Duncan at 10. That's unserious. And that's I think even though as a Kobe fan, I think that's too high for Kobe. I think the highest you can have Kobe where I'll listen to is 4. I have him 5 though. Shiva being revealed made me wonder what Marut's role is gonna be. We'll have to see, but I'm happy that we got to see him a little bit though. Vayu is my favorite god design. A god wearing Beats by Dre is raw to you. It's not Yama, but Vayu stock went up. Whistling moved me. That season 2 experience was peak though. Never gonna forget. Oh, I love to see it. I know how to fix Karaka. Let Kurikam write him. There you go. I think Karaka has a lot of intrigue and stuff left, and I really like his power set and his design and what I thought his role would be. It's just unfortunate, and I guess I was wrong. It didn't shape out that way. How much more can SLU ruin Tower God before I drop it? I would say if he let's say he comes back in April and for 2 years he does with no hiatuses, it's back, and I'm feeling this way. I'd probably drop it in the next 2 years. It'd have to be like 2 years of consistent absolute mid. But I think every long running series has its lulls, its low points. I've been reading One Piece since I was 11, and I will be 30 in less than a month. I'll be in February. I'll be 30. And even as much as I love One Piece over the years, One Piece has had lulls. Like Dressrosa, I wasn't having fun, so I was like in the mud in Dressrosa on a week to week basis. I wasn't really having fun like that. It happens to every series that I really like. At some point, I'm like, this section is not really moving me. Even for like franchises like Kingdom Hearts, even much as I loved it, there's like when I played like Kingdom Hearts Recoded and like Unchained Chi or Key, depending on how you want to pronounce the Kai Blade or whatever. Um, this moments where I'm like, this is whatever. So I hope he bounced back. I do think he was going in the right direction for the majority of the year. SIU, he was on the uptick. I think he fumbled at the end with setting up the next arc with the Lopobius twin, Lalal, Shlial, whatever. But I think he fumbled and he messed up some trauma ray stuff in my opinion. But for the most part, I thought he was solid that year. When we getting those Lila earmuffs? When I hit the mile, I never hit the milestone for the merch. I don't think I just realized I'm sticking to 6K, and then the merch comes. I'm not even at 5K yet. You got to get my numbers up. I gotta do better. I'm not doing enough. I don't promote myself enough and shit. A lot of my favorite moments that he'll never forgive when SIU dick suck like he never had before. The essence of violence, like bam, like bomb yo, that cap. Yeah, his very muscles were sung with bravery. He was perfectly equilibrium was perfect. I'm like his left shoulder looked kind of deformed and decrepit, but all right, you got it. You got it. If destruction was one of the 4 primeval forces, why would they make Maruth fit Zen? If the next arc after this print, I mean, yeah, it's something that I think me and Glam and Miles have talked about on our own about that too. So we have to see where what happens. But maybe Shiva really did rage quit the universe after one point. So maybe the side story stuff is when he like the last time you kind of see him. The next arc after this princess arc doesn't slap, I'm done. You know what? I think that's fair. Back in my Uru-chan kill a cave. That's fair. What's my favorite arc in season 3? I don't know how to separate them, but the cage is all cooked. All of that is cooked. I would say the latest that we got with the second defensive wall. It's been hit or miss. That White versus Bam stuff was fucking putrid, but probably that section. If you had to force me to pick a kind of like a spot, I think I know chapter is my favorite, I think. But the wall of peaceful coexistence when Yasracha first comes and bodies Yama and stuff. I like that section too, but I would say the Mario Party bar with the cat tower and the stupid stock market game with Tamatoa the crab, Sebastian the crab. I'd probably say that section was my favorite section. but it's not really saying much. So, oh yeah, Doan. Oh, I forgot about Doan. Yeah. Weight of time. Go. If LeBron is the greatest finisher of all time to you, I know some say Bill Russell. When you say finisher, do you mean closer or or you mean like finish at the rim? Bill Russell was not efficient. Even for a center, he shot like 44%. If you're talking about taking it to the rack, I'll give it to LeBron. LeBron to me is probably the best finisher at the rim that I've ever seen. Plus, he's so big and fast and strong, and he does it in so many ways, different angles. Probably that. If that's what you're asking me, I don't know if I've seen a better one. As far as smaller players go, oh, close the game. Yeah, Bill Russell was more clutch. Even though it was like, cause I think people misunderstand what clutch means. Clutch doesn't necessarily mean I get the ball, I shoot it, and we win the game. Like you could be clutch defensively. You can be clutch from an awareness standpoint. You can be clutch from making the basket and the points, the 3 pointer, the layup, or making the free throw, getting the steal, the block, contesting and making them shoot a bad shot. Like there's a lot of ways to be clutch. So in terms of that, because Bill Russell was apparently a really good big game player, so I'll give it to him. But one thing I'll say about LeBron is when he doesn't mail it in, he's very he's hard to eliminate. He's hard to eliminate. But LeBron is probably is one of the best closers though, because I do think he has the most walk off buzzer beaters or something like that. So, but I never saw Bill Russell play on the end of the day, so I'm probably not. I'm not. I'm not. I know I'm old. I'm not that old. I think the best moment of season 3 is Yas versus Yama. I loved seeing him get his ass handed to him. I think SIU ruins that moment with the Fang implantation thing. That ruined that moment for me. Or else I would agree with you. Like he really packed him. Granted, the way he tied the story in with the wag and then and X, Y, and Z did a this, did a that to quote Simi was cool. If anything happens to Kalavinka and Curry Gum throwing hands, I need one Kawhi wholesome character for LeBron Jameson. Yeah, my problem with LeBron is I see him mail it in. I've seen LeBron physically check out of games, and to me, if you check out of games, I can't necessarily call you a fighter to the end, finisher, closer. But I think that this is something you could look in two ways. I like to use tennis as an example. What are you talking about? I know you saw Pete play in his prime, Pistol Pete. Nah, I haven't seen him. I don't even. I just know. I just know he did free throws underhanded. That was him, right? If you're a tennis player, right, and you have to play like 2 sets, you have to win 2 sets, whatever, to like 6 games, 6 game 1 set, so like two, have to go 12 in total, right? Let's say you're in a break point or something, and you're losing 40 love. Are you the type of player, even though you're losing that specific game 40 love, you're like, I gotta conserve my energy. You got this one, and I'll win the next game, or like analyze what's going on, download them, let them get that, and come in the next game? Or are you the type of person, no matter what, you fight tooth and nail until the very end? You could have lost every single point, every single game, it doesn't matter. You're playing your absolute heart out. Whatever is more valuable to you, because I think there's pros and cons to each, if I'm being quite honest. Even though people always like, oh, fight to the end, fight to the end. There's pros and cons to each. Um, will dictate that for you. I know there was one game where I've saw Kobe check out, and that was against Phoenix that one time. I saw him be very petty in a playoff game where he needed to win, where he said, "All right, since I'm a ball hog, win the game, here." Like he was petty to prove a point. That pissed me off. But other than that, I don't see him mail it in like that. I've never seen Jordan really mail it in like that. There's one game they argue Jordan quit on this team, but I don't really see him mail it in like that. LeBron, I have seen his body language be abhorrent, awful, and just he's checked out the game. The game has 6 minutes left, and LeBron is not in the building mentally. He's Taco Tuesday wherever he's at. I'll never forget when LeBron got swept by Golden State. I was at the parade when they came back. um, Did he get swept by them twice or once? I'm trying to remember. No, I think they. No, I think when KD came, that the second year or the first year they got one. I think it was 5-1. Yeah, man. I'm sorry, guys. I acknowledge LeBron's greatness. I won't deny that. I do think some of his off the court stuff gets like overhyped a bit, personally speaking. But he's a great player. I'm not a LeBron guy though, so I don't have to tell you. He don't move me. But I think he's one of the three best basketball players I've ever seen. But I'm not a LeBron guy. I'm sorry. It was in 2017. I remember if I remember correctly. Yeah, there's one year with KD. I think they got swept. I think it was the year that Kyrie left. I believe maybe. And then he had that. Maybe was it 28? No, it might have been 2018. It was 2017, 2018 maybe was the season because that was the year there was that weird trade and Wade came and they had Isaiah Thomas for a bit and that didn't happen. He had that really good playoff run offensively and he swept the Raptors. Remember they were calling us LeBronto. I think that's the year they got swept. Yeah, that was that was so funny because I remember everyone be like, "We're gonna beat LeBron," and I'm like, "No, we're not." I will admit, if I remember correctly, I did not think we were gonna get swept. I said Cavs in 6. And that's when I'm like, y'all really believe in DeRozan? Like he stinks, bro. I'm sorry, he's not that guy, pal. LeBron means be hella funny sometimes. Yeah, homework done. I'm back. What we talking about? All bullshit. Everything, all things. I'm talking. I'm like simultaneously talking about like basketball, Tower God, Kubera, and then my own random thoughts that pop into my head every once in a while. So I have this. I have what is this video? Oh, I had like what the fuck is this video game player playing in the background? I forgot I had showed you guys Lumentail. I'm gonna wrap it up at 2 hours or when the camera dies, and then remember Simi's gonna announce it in my Discord. I'll retweet it and stuff, and if I can host him, I'll host him. But Simi's supposed to be going live today, so remember that shit. That was such a wild period. People were talking about the Warriors pulling Bill Russell and winning an eighth in a row. It was looking scary, but I think with KD's temperament, it looked like it wasn't gonna last for long. But I don't think it was. I don't think I don't think 8 would have been possible feasible. Only from the standpoint, I don't think a team could play that many games with that level of intensity for that many years without some players just bodies breaking down. The con to winning the NBA championship or being the NBA finalist, right, is that you've played the most amount of games to the latest portion of the season and you have the least time for a turnaround. At least with the championship, you won, you did it, right? So think about having to play 82 games all the way into the last game of the playoff 8 years in a row. How many people's bodies do you think can sustain that? Obviously, you'll trade and you'll tool your team. I don't think it's possible. I know it's happened. I think with Bill Russell's like team, but they had like a million Hall of Famers, and I don't know. I don't actually. Do they always play 82 games even with 8 teams? I don't know. Or maybe it's not impossible. Maybe I'm just thinking about how my body. I would not want to. I don't know. Three peats hard. Like winning one is hard. Winning one championship in 20 years is difficult. Winning back to back, nigh impossible. Do you know how fucking insane it is to win three? Could you imagine 8? um, I remember Kyrie Irving had the ball and LeBron was looking at him with despair in his eyes. He was about to cry. Still can't believe Kyrie a flat earther. It's always funny for me to see how people think about Kyrie because at the end of the day, I'm like, he played basketball good, and that's all that matters to me. But I don't really listen to Kyrie talk or his antics or whatever. He be burning sage from his butthole, whatever the fuck. Like Kyrie. Let him do what he got to do. Send me. But yeah, sorry. Got a text. It's leftover loving. Do you want to know how distracted I was today? I made like a random 50-second like Kylian Mbappe like highlight reel. Like I don't know what I was not focused today. It was so crazy. I just had no concentration. I was looking at highlights and I'm like, I'm gonna make a little video with that Merci les Bleus and Ramène la coupe à la maison song. Like, what am I doing? I'm not. I'm not serious today. Oh shit! If I could hang out with three Bear characters, who would they be? Yama, Yama. I feel like I get along with Agni. Yama, Agni, Yama, Agni. No, I don't think I. Don't, I wouldn't get along with Maruna, not Chandra. If I see Indra, I'll roundhouse kick him. If I see Ganhavar, I'ma drown him. See, I want to say Brilith, but like, if Agni's there, I can't do nothing. You know, Agni not gonna let me hit. Like, no, Lila's mean. I don't hang out with Lila. She seems mean. You know what, Ran? I like Ran. I can hang out with Ran. Ran. What did I say? Agni Yama. That's what I think. Mm-mm-mm. Have you ever wanted to make a comic? If so, what would it be about? That's super funny to me because because like I can't say that I'm working on one, but I'm not working on one. I've actually had an entire story. There's a story from 2015, 2014, 2014 to 2020 that I've been writing. I've been writing. I never decided on the name between piercing gaze or piercing glare necessarily, but it's something I've always wanted to be adapted into a graphic novel. I have like this one of the guy who made my character avatar for 2 years ago, the really crispy HD one, not the I'm unmoved emotes. He was like down. So we were thinking about maybe through image trying to get a graphic novel going. But yeah, can't reveal too much, but I'll tell you the other one that I'm currently working on. It's called Snow Globe, and it takes place. The long story short, it's about extreme sports. So but winter sports, so like snowboarding, skiing, and stuff like that. I want you to kind of think SSX maybe it's a baseline, if you will. And on this earth, the world is in the future is constantly in perpetual winter everywhere. There's no place in the world that's not winter all the time. It's very cold. We fucked the planet up to the point that it's cold everywhere. People have been used to it for years. The planet's still going, and extreme sports are a thing that are super in. They have inside domes where they have like beaches, but the beaches are like indoors. The malls are indoors. When you see people in summer clothes, they're actually inside. And the number one cause of death is killing people for sources of heat. People die for coats, heaters, coal, fire, whatever. That's the number one thing. So I've been kind of tooling that concept a bit. I don't want to give too much away, but that's essentially what I've been working on. So I actually do still write here and there, not as much as I used to, but that has been essentially what I've been trying to get done. I'm not hanging with Brahma. No, I don't want to hang with. I don't want to hang with any primeval. I'm not hanging with any primeval god. The only gods I'll probably hang out with is Yama and Agni because I like them. What's up, Big Abdo? I don't think Brilith would let you hit even if Agni wasn't there. She want that Agni D? Nah, I'm different. I'm different. Y'all know about me. Y'all know about me. I got the Riz. I'm joking. Um, I'm a modern human, so Brilith's not gonna like me. Fair enough. Big. What's good? What's up? What's up, Virgo? It's really a party. Where the sound? Yo, that sounds fire. When's it coming out? when I when I when I get my bearings together. I'm familiar with the Image Comics process, so it's about getting an artist that wants to do it with me because I have to write. Because I took a course that taught me how to write for all mediums, stage play, episodic comedy show alone or in tandem with other writers on the staff, movie scripts, TV scripts, graphic novel, all of that stuff. Whether I can or can't draw, it was really illuminating. It was a good class. I really learned a lot from it. The Wizard of Oz. Brother Abdel, okay, what's up? We good? We off work. My favorite story is Dune. I want to write a story like Dune. That's funny you say that. When the Dune movie came out, I like didn't bother with the movie. I just bought the book. Glam and I spoke about it on stream once. I like that book a lot. It's pretty dope. Well, I'm lagging. Well, here we go. We back. But yeah, paper clone. Your game class is the Rizzer, the Rizzler, the Niggler, the Rizzler. That might be my next Twitter name, the Rizzler. I need to do my Naya the Bondi era, and then I can switch up something. I like that, the Rizzler. I just learned what that meant today. That's why I said it. I didn't know what Riz meant. Then first like charisma. I'm like, oh, I guess that makes sense. Charisma. And so like, if you have Riz, you're just naturally. Because I think the second time that I saw it, and I'm like, is this a thing? Was I think Shams was interviewing somebody like Riz God Shams, Riz God something. I'm like, what the fuck is Riz? I can't keep up with you niggas, man. I'm old. I'm an old man. I'm the guy with the skateboard. Hello, fellow youth. I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm out. I mean, I never did. I was never that hip, but man, is it getting worse by the year? It was not hip. How do you feel about combat sports? I've gone into them slowly but surely since I would say I started watching wrestling and UFC with my friends around 2018, 2019 maybe 2019. I like they're cool, they're dope. I never got into them on my own like that. I never really cared. It's to the point when I've like really watched my first UFC like card. There we go. I was looking for card. When I saw Joe Rogan, I was very confused. I'm like, isn't that the nigga from Fear Factor? Like I was literally like, like the common joke they make about like the girl who comes to the Super Bowl game is like, oh, did they get the home run? Like I really came in there with like, is that the Fear Factor guy? And people are like, is this nigga serious? Hold on, I'll switch camera. I'll switch my camera. So yeah, now I only tweet when Izzy fights. I'm crying. Listen, man. Listen, man. Listen. Shaw Stylebender. Do you play chess? You're. I don't. What does that mean? Does that mean you're good at chess? I cannot. I'm not good at chess. But if you want to get your ass beat in Connect Four, I'll smoke anybody. Connect Four is like my brain game, whatever you want to call it. I can't play chess. I can't play checkers. I can't play Hikaru. I say Hikaru no Go. That's the manga. I forgot what the game is called. Is it called Go? I don't know what it's called. But like, that's not my forte. I'm sorry. So if you're looking for me to be your next opponent, I'm also disappoint you. I'm not that guy, pal. I'm not that guy. But if you need a Connect Four rival, I got you. Shogi, there you go. I said fucking go Hikaru no Go. That's how you know I'm an ape. Hikaru no Go. That was so unserious. Yeah, it's called Go. It's called Go or Chinese chess. Oh yeah, there you go. I played. Why is it so dark? What just happened? What did you do? Anyways, fuck it. But yeah. Simi, you ready? I'm waiting for you. High key. I'm just bullshit until it's your time, until it's your era. But yeah, that's not my forte. I'm not good at it. I don't know if I could be. I don't play them. I don't play it often. I know how all the pieces work, but I will be honest. Chess is one of those weird games where I've won on occasion because the person who played against me is really good at chess, and they expect me to like know what I'm doing, and I do a bunch of dumb shit, and I won once or twice. It's like Pokemon. I always say Pokemon. Like, let's say I throw a blast. Let's say I throw a Blastoise, and you throw in a Venusaur. I'm still hitting Hydro Pump. I don't care. They're thinking, okay, since I threw the Blastoise, he gonna switch to a Charizard. Like, no, I'm hitting Hydro Pump, bro. I don't care. Don't give a fuck. And I've won so many games against people who are way better than me because they're overthinking what I'm gonna do. First of all, I have no status moves. Every move I have does damage. Don't do damage. I don't want it. I play like a fucking ape. You're 97% there. Please hold on. All right, do your thing, brother. I know I'm not. I haven't really. I've played spades. I don't know if I remember how to play though. I have no problem playing card games with people like that, but like I can't say that I know. I actually don't even know if I remember how to play Goldfish, but solitaire is the one that I like to play, and I like to play like real solitaire with the timer, and every time you go through the deck, you get penalized for points. Solitaire is the one I like to play, even though it's a solo game. We used to play something called Signal over here. That was like a partner game. What's the other one that I know? Fuck. I I played poker 3 times in my life. I have the worst poker face. I just giggle the whole time. I just giggle. I just laugh. Final sports questions. Who's on my athlete route Mount Rushmore? Oh, LeBron is probably the greatest athlete that I think I may have ever seen in my life. So LeBron's up there. I always call him a super soldier without but a natural one, no serum needed. So LeBron's up there. LeBron's one of the greatest athletes seen in my life. I think I was compelled by the very small argument I had yesterday that Michael Phelps he has claim to being the greatest athlete in the water. So you might have to give it to him. I'm gonna put that on the back burner as my honorable mention, if anything, because I don't watch Phelps like that. But I think that's fair. If I'm being honest, it's probably fair. But LeBron, I think Serena counts. I think Serena counts. Serena's one of the best athletes I've ever seen. I put Serena up there. Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, CR7. Michael Jordan maybe. There's probably an American football player that deserves to be there. I don't watch American football, so I can't comment on that. I don't know if you want to put Brady or something. I don't know if Brady's like fast and explosive. I don't know. Yeah, I'll throw Phelps in then. I'll do. That's a good one. I think that's a good stream. That's a good stream. I didn't write that down. I like chess because it's pure skill. If you put the time in to learn chess theory, you will like the game a lot more. I agree with that. I'm not mad at that. I like a lot of games that are pure skill without any luck involved. Especially, I don't really like RNG like that. So like, I'm with you on that. I have a lot of respect for the game. It just I don't play it. I played sports ball, but I was always a cerebral player. I went from instinct to instinct and intuition to cerebral, but I don't disagree. I don't disagree. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. Tiger Woods. Tiger would probably count. What about boxers like Floyd and stuff? You probably have to put like a Floyd or someone up there because Floyd's like undefeated, right? He's like 50. He's 51-0. There's probably a fighter that deserves to be there. Fortunately, I've only really ever watched 2 sports in my life. 2.5. I've watched football, like soccer, basketball, and then I've watched just like sprinting. So, yeah, an athlete goes, he will be raw. I like that idea. Put it in the notebook. I like to think about that because like there'd probably be ones that I have to write down based on the ones that I've seen, and then just in general. Because Michael Jordan is actually a crazy athlete. He's so fucking crazy. So yeah, 1,000 is your average in chess rating. It took me 2 months to get to 1,500. Can you be below that? So if you're like 900, you're below average. And where does it start? Does it start at zero? Start at 100? What's the starting point? Ali is the goat for the undisputed. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. I've never seen Muhammad Ali fight, right? So I don't know. Because sometimes I think athlete. I understand you could be great in your sport, but I think athlete. I'm still thinking the incredible feats of strength you can do. Can you jump really high, run really fast, lift a lot? Is your stamina good? Can you take a lot of? Are you resilient? You have longevity. Like that's still a major factor to me. Like you could be the best at some sport, but I might not necessarily think you're a absolute top of the line world class athlete because you're slow. That's not everything. Don't get me twisted, but that's kind of what I'm thinking when I think athlete. So like Jokic is still a world class athlete, but Jokic he'll tell you himself. He's like I can't even get like 2 centimeters off the ground. I play like this. I'm patient because I'm slow. you know. So I wouldn't have them up there like that. Not to disrespect what they do, but some guys are more technique skilled and they're more cerebral than they are physical. Depends on the system. Chess.com starts at zero. Okay. So is it like, do you get points based off winning a certain way, winning without losing pieces, winning in a certain time frame? Like how will you grade it on your score for that? Like how would they grade you? Like what if you, let's say we started and you beat me in 15 minutes and lost a pawn and a rook? Does that factor into your score? What if you lost nothing and you won in 15 minutes? Like what? Let me recently saw a clip of Adrian Broner versus Marcos Mandana. That shot was brutal and funny. I'm gonna have to peep that. I'm gonna have to peep that. Is there any good UFC cards this year? I mean, this weekend. I thought I saw something on a Rogan thumbnail. Cause I was showing my friend that he did. Cause cause like the funniest thing about my introduction to Roganism was that I'm like, that's the Fear Factor guy. When I saw a UFC fight, and then people looked at me like, is this nigga serious? And then when he used then after later on, I've kept seeing articles. Joe Rogan put horse dewormer up his asshole, and then I was just like, he has the biggest podcast on Spotify. Like I had no idea. Like I had no fucking clue. Then even after that, he was talking with somebody somewhere, and he's like, "Yeah, but you remember Joe when you used to do stand up comedy? Like you know how it was." And I'm like, "Joe did stand up comedy?" Then I typed it in. Nigga was a comedian too. I'm like, "What the fuck?" So, I like couldn't believe it. Like, so that's how that's all I know about Joe Rogan. I don't like her. I don't like him or dislike him. And I see him at UFC sometimes. I don't know. Depends on. Oh wait. This weekend should be good. Yeah, that's what I was saying. This card was looking good. Is Usain the ball up there for you? I want to put him, but yeah, I thought about it because he's like he's like the greatest sprinter, and I'm a speed merchant. I love pace. I thought about him, but I think I'd put Phelps over him as all time. I'll put Phelps over. I would put Phelps over Usain Bolt. I know Usain Bolt has a lot of medals himself and whatnot, and one got revoked because of some bullshit. I don't know how many he has. I know he's won a lot of tournaments, but I'm not mad at Usain Bolt. Have you ever watched Rogan talk about knocking someone out? No. No, like some of the podcasts that I watch every once or listen to once in a while, they'll play clips, so I'll see clips of it. The only one that I watched myself was my friend. One of my friends is a Roganer. I don't know what you call it, and he sent me some video of some dude talking about lost technology, about sound vibrational construction to move. I almost said igloo. Pyramid blocks that weighed like tons from the ground to the top. And I watched it, and I'm like, I don't know. This was like fun to listen to. I don't believe any of it. I don't know what to make of this, but But no, I never watched him talk about knocking people out. Never seen that. It increased by 10 if I beat people. I would gain 100 elo, and draws 0 depending on the rating of your opponent. If they draw and you're higher rated, you lose. Okay, so it's also based on standing. So like, if I'm a higher a standing person with more points and you beat me, you'll go up. Okay, that makes sense. Now there's no fight cards this weekend. Now I was thinking of the one happening next month. Oh, my fault. Okay, I thought there was maybe one this weekend. So maybe whatever they were talking about was hyping or something else. But I've seen a lot of. Simmy calls it the circus, and again, I don't go out my way to watch it or keep up. But every once in a while, for some weekends, I'll go to like Boston Pizza or a bar, my friend's house, and we'll watch the circus. We'll watch them fight. So there was one weekend we had the fight on in the background. We were still like the high seas, and then we were all playing Rivals of Aether and like hardly paid attention to it. So it was pretty funny. It was an interesting clip. TLDR, he says it doesn't feel good. I can't relate. It feels good to knock somebody out. Well, you know what? You gotta like. I didn't like the dude, so it was different. I can imagine that not being a great feeling though, especially if you're like you're strong and you fight and you train, but you're not a violent individual. Because one thing that I'll actually say this, and I can't speak for anybody else. This is purely anecdotal. All of my friends who are like actual combatants, like martial artists, mixed martial arts, and they practice fighting, they're not violent people. Violence is the last resort. They do not pick fights. They do not pick on people. They only fight when they have to. I found that to be very common with people who practice martial arts discipline. So I wouldn't be shocked maybe. Now, obviously, if you're doing it for sport and stuff, you're gonna have to get in that mind frame. But I could see that because a lot of my friends who actually can fight, they're not unhinged. If they never have to use any of those techniques, they'll die happy. They don't want to have to use them. They said 2000 rating is a master chess player. Can I be a super master? Can I be a supreme overlord? Can I get like what if I have 5K? Is there higher than that? Or is it like once you're in that point range and higher, no matter what, you're going to be considered a master? Maybe you just might. Oh, I don't know. That's interesting to think about how like stuff like that would be ranked. Because I even think about like esports and some sport and like fighting game and stuff too. Like ranking that kind of stuff probably is pretty interesting. All things considered. So, hmm. Why do I feel like this thing is getting lighter and brighter and unbright? What are you doing? Did I take this off? Oh, it's on auto. That's why it's not on manual right now. I have to reset my ISO and shutter and all that shit again for manual. That's probably why it's happening. So sorry if I'm bliggity black. You know I'm the darkest person alive. I'm blacker than the moonless night. It's hard to see me sometimes. It'd be like that. You know how it is. But anywho, I am hungry, so I'm probably gonna go eat. Um, I'm trying to wait for Simi, but I'll just host him. Um, so when he's ready, he'll get the ping in the Discord. There is master, national. Oh, inter. Oh, see, oh, we got levels to master. I like that. Grandmaster. This might be a this might be a this is a random fact that I know. So this might not make sense to you. I guess I don't know. Like, do you like? Ah, I don't know if Tate ever gave that information. I think Tate only said his dad was good at chess. I was gonna ask you if you know what rank maybe Andrew Tate's dad was. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why I thought you would know that randomly though. That's cool. I like that. Grandmaster, international, national. But do you have to beat people in other nations to become a national international player? Like if I if I beat someone from the Netherlands, is that when I become international or not? Or is it? I don't know. I'm curious. I'm like fascinated about my chess ranking. I'm such a nerd. I need a life. Why am I like this? Tate is international master. Interesting. Cause I guess he did say he was pretty decent, but you have to beat people with title ranks. I like that. Can you get demoted, right? So like could you could be a like international master and get knocked back down to national master, I'm guessing. You're a supreme overlord in chess, but are you the supreme mega international overlord? Says, I'm with you, bro. I when it comes to something like chess, like I will not pretend I'm good. I know how the pieces move, and I'll do my best if you really want to play me. But I'm not gonna pretend like I'm not talented. You don't know? Okay. Like I'm not gonna pretend. Like again, I was very good at like board games for some reason. I was good at Clue. But like when it comes to those kind of more cerebrally games, again, Connect Four was the one that I was nice at. I used to take people's literal money for with Connect Four. That was my thing. But you're talking to a guy who's the only strategy in Pokemon that he figured out that he thought was so brilliant was that if you throw out a mega wide Charizard and Sunny Day activates immediately and I throw in another mon that knows Solar Beam, I don't have to charge Solar Beam. That was the extent that was my peak galaxy brain thinking in Pokemon. So I wouldn't put much faith in me to learn chess. That was the best idea I could come up with. He's good at Ludo. I don't know what Ludo is, but we have something here called Ludi. If that's the same game, Ludi. That's something I played for the first time last year, and I've won 4 out of the 5 times I played Ludi. I'm not good at dominoes either, but I win a lot. I win dominoes a lot, but I don't know what I'm doing. I just win. So I don't take credit for it. I just win. But I don't know how to play dominoes. I just know to match the because I break the game sometimes because I don't count the whatever. So I'll just put a domino on and it's like, oh wait, the game's over. So I'm like stupid. I'm good at solitaire though. There's a super grandmaster, but that's not an official title. Those refer to the top 100 players. Okay, that's dope. Like worldwide, you're good at blackjack. Those blackjack the 21 that the 21 game. Like you want to be the closest you can to 21. Is that blackjack? I don't. I don't know all these card games, but I'm not familiar. I don't have a gambler's heart either. I feel like card game people like maybe someone like to gamble. I don't like gambling. So if I gamble and I make $1, I will leave the casino. If I go to the casino and I lose $1, I will leave the casino. I do not have a gambler's heart, a gambler's soul, gambler's bones, whatever you want to call it. Whatever that is, I don't got that dog in me. I don't got it in me. I won the first time I played poker. I lost the other 3 times. I think I only played 4 times in my life. But the first time that I won, I think I won because my friend's dad was overthinking me, always giggling. He thought my giggling was my poker face. But I kept laughing at the absurdity of the fact that we started playing poker and everyone was serious. My nigga had a mask on, shades. My one friend is like, those European police with the big fucking shit, and they just and people be like, and just like the whole time because it was so absurdly serious, I just kept giggling. I'm like, yo, it's poker. Why? Why is it so tense? It's so tense. So people kept thinking like, why is he giggling? Like, no, I'm laughing because I this is unserious. Um, you Hans Naiman, he got accused of cheating against the best player in the world. I cheated for Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh was a cheater. If I beat you in Yu-Gi-Oh, and especially if I beat you with a fantastic like, oh, I got Lord of D and 2 Fruits of Summon the Dragon, I'm cheating. I'm cheating my ass off. But nah. Queen's Guard, I think. What's that? Oh, King's Guard. Yeah. What else did I used to play? There's a game called President. I don't remember what that is. Though there's President, Goldfish, Crazy Eight, Signal. I guess Poker, Solitaire, Texas Hold'em. I don't know what that is, but I think Texas Hold'em is the name of a type of card game. I could be wrong. If I'm off on that, that's my bad. Is that it? That's all I got. That's all I got. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe if I gambled more. Maybe. You know what? Like because I know some people who bet on games a lot. I don't really bet like that. Texas Hold'em is a version of poker. Oh, okay. What's different about it? It's like like Texas rules. You know how like I heard like I've never played Uno, but I heard that people that play Uno have different rules. Like sometimes in their house they have this rule, something like that. Like I don't know. If you ever want to get better at chess, a chess learn opening. My favorite opening is the King's Gambit. This guy, you know what you're probably gonna have me doing. You're gonna have me editing, and when I'm editing, I'm gonna be learning about the inner workings and machinations of chess and chess ranking. But I'm a loser who likes to listen to like dumb nerdy shit like that. I guess if you will. I don't know if it's dumb nerdy, but I'm the guy who will spend 8 hours editing, listening to videos about how to forage and find fresh source water. Like that's how lame I am. King's Gambit opening move. I love ping pong. I suck at it though. You know what? You know what? I was the only thing that I was decent at that surprised me was archery. I was like, hold on, I might be all for Queen with the bow. Hold on, I might be all for Queen, baby. I couldn't believe I was hitting the mark like that. That was the one thing I did that shocked me. Maybe snowboarding too. Snowboarding I picked up really quickly, but that didn't surprise me. But archery, I'm like about to miss this whole target board, and I got into like one of the more inner circles. I was pretty decent. I don't know how to do it in wind and outside and shit, but I was decent at that. But I'm not good at ping pong. I'm not good at billiards either. But billiards, I've looked impressive on occasion sometimes. I think I told you guys like I'll like hit the cue ball at something as hard as I can, and ricochet around, hit something in, and not keep a straight face. Like I planned that shit. I did not plan. I do not. I don't know. I luck as lucky as fuck. Lucky as fuck. So yeah. You watch chess? You like chess? Chess videos all days. I feel that. Now you're trying to hit up Aloy. Aloy. What's my? Is there anything else that I was surprised at? I like golf. I'm not good at golf or bad at golf. I'm very average, normal. But I haven't played it in a long time. When I got really serious with football, soccer, like, I used to play with my dad a lot. I stopped playing it, but I'm thinking about getting back into it. But I think I'd be more interested in archery. I actually want to like start using a crossbow. Like I feel like I'd be the guy if like the world goes to shit and everyone has guns. I'm the guy with the bow and arrow and the crossbow. I'm gonna dip it in. I'm gonna dip it in cobalt frog poison. I'm gonna dip it. And I'm gonna go in the tree like the navies. I'm gonna be like, that's what I'm gonna do. I like archery. I don't like guns. I think arrows are cool though. I think guns are super lame. I don't like guns. Guns are like my least favorite weapon. I was at Taekwondo as a kid. I think I'll get back into it. I like that. That's good. I think I think martial arts definitely has good disciplines and philosophies that it teaches people. Well, to be honest, poker has a variety of different versions you can play, so specifying the differences is unneeded in my opinion. I look at Robert Ramirez. He's a a national master. He teaches chess on free on YouTube. That's dope. That's dope. Oh, you give me the name. If I write the name down, I'll forget. Robert Memorize. I was a track guys. Got the gold 100-meter dash all the time and silver in long jump all the time. I was a track guy until I lost my first race in the 10th grade and I quit. So I feel that ninth grade and I quit. So I feel that. What was your average time for 100 meters? I ran about. I My average time was about a. The fastest time I ever ran, if I remember, was a 10 flat. But I had I also forget, is headwind when the wind's with you or against you, or that tailwind? Like I had the wind on my side, so like that's fugazi to me. That was noise. But I was running sub 11 seconds by the time I was 13, 14. So 'cause I remember them making a big deal that Gareth Bale could like run that fast at like 16. I'm like, I could run that fast at 14, 13. But I was a speed merchant. No wonder you be praising Kel Helm arrows. Yeah, scythes, 99%. All right, dope. Scythes from like a dismembering weapon standpoint, from a blunt force trauma weapon standpoint, I really like tonfas. Then from like a projectile firearm standpoint, I really like crossbows and arrows. I don't like guns at all. If there's one gun I kind of think is kind of cool, I think sniping is pretty cool, but I do not like guns. I never did. Not maybe it's my bitch ass Canadianness. We don't like guns over here. Maybe I don't got enough Americano in me, you know? Even though I identify as more American than Canadian. Disney Channel or Cartoon Network, who makes better cartoons? Well, the Disney movies would technically count. I think it depends what you're looking for. I think there's a lot of more. I think at this point there's more Cartoon Network shows that I respect, but Disney had something I like because I think Star versus the Forces of Evil was Disney XD. Was Gravity Falls a Disney show? I don't remember, but I'd probably go with CN for sure. I like swords. Swords are cool. I like swords. 11.4. Yeah, I think a 10.8, 10.7 was like my average in general. There was sometimes I ran it like a 10.6, but that was like my average. But I feel that. Do cartoons includes movies because if you include movies, Disney most definitely. Okay, yeah. That's what I was thinking. Well, yeah, I think we go. If we go TV show for TV show, sorry, I will give it to Cartoon Network. You're right. Gravity Falls is most definitely Disney. Yeah, just like they have some really good ones, all things considered, but they don't got like Over the Garden Wall. I don't know what Hilda is. I know Hilda was on Netflix, but I don't know what it was on. I still have to read the graphic novel for Hilda. I didn't like Hilda season 2 as much as like the first season of Hilda, but Over the Garden Wall, if you don't know, it's my favorite cartoon that's not Charlie Brown. I love that series. Shout out to Greg. I love that series a lot. I like Star Wars till season 4. It ruined the whole show. I do think that like it took this like jarring turn that I wasn't particularly expecting, as fast as it did. So I'm not mad at that, but I genuinely enjoyed the show from top to bottom for the most part, and I don't think it overstayed its welcome. I didn't have to watch like 14 seasons and it was bad. I watched 4 seasons of an episodic show that typically split its episodes for 10 minutes to 10 minutes. It just didn't bother me as much. So, but I feel that. I feel that. Shout out to Avatar: The Last Airbender, the Go cartoon. Yeah, I see it. That's fair. I forget sometimes that like some people like it's really anime, but this, and I don't care about the argument. It's animation, but that's fair. Avatar is absolutely one of my all time favorite things I've ever seen in the history of my life and experience or read in my life or played. Like I love Avatar, you guys know that, and I love all Avatar. I like Korra, I like Last Airbender, I like the comics. I haven't read much of the Korra comics in a while, but Charlie Brown will always be my favorite. Charlie Brown is I love that shit, bro. You guys don't understand. Charlie Brown is my goat. Peanuts, don't care. Love it. Love it. Um Toffee was the most wasted character, worse than Karaka. They did fuck up Toffee. That much I give you because that pissed me off. I remember that, and I saw that like Amphibia the last season was getting like kind of like I would argue Star versus the Forces of Evil territory, and I'm like I'll come back to it, and it's been like 3 years. I have to finish Amphibia though, but I did finish Infinity Train. I gotta finish Owl House too, but Owl House is a show that I think hates me sometimes because I'm a cisgendered male or whatever, a hot blooded male. I don't know. There's some shows that just hate me. It's like, ugh, you're a fucking straight man. Like, can I just watch this show in peace? Why gotta hate me? Uh, but yeah, I like that show though. How did the song go? Gonna get a little adventure. Gonna get a little wild. You got the puppies with the lasers shooting. I like that show. It was funny, man. Shout out to Marco. Shout out to the skateboarding girl. Shout out. I like the demon. That girl with the scissors. What the fuck was her name? Was that the? Is Star the one that has the fucking? That's the unicorn bitch. The bitch with the unicorn head. Ah, that shit was. Nah, I like that show. That shit was funny. I had fun. I had fun. I had fun. Amphibia was good. I thought it was good episode. I thought it was episode to episode. Did you finish it? I'll finish it. I'll finish it soon. There usually comes a point in the year where I'll consume like 60 cartoons in like a month or two. So, because I'll probably end up because I ended up watching like 3 seasons of South Park. At the time, I caught up to Rick and Morty. I think I'm 2 seasons behind now. Do you guys know what season Rick and Morty is on? I think I'm on season 4. I think I finished season 4, so I'd be on the 5th season. Whatever season had that weird sex dragon episode, I'm on the season after that. Oh, I don't watch Craig of the Creek anymore. I don't remember if OKKO finished. Did that finish? I liked OKKO though. Adventure Time, obviously, I like that. What's up the show I'm forgetting? I just had it in my head too. That's crazy. Did I watch Shira? No. I don't. That didn't look like it was a show for me. It looked like I didn't. Like I could be wrong. Obviously, sometimes like you can't judge a book by its cover. But if based on the marketing and how it looked, I thought like it was obviously like a girl show. So I didn't like care to watch it. I wasn't demographic. So finished it. I wish the story was more linear. Fair enough. You said 6, you believe? Six what? Oh, 6 seasons. Okay, okay. I'm a season behind then. Amazing Rule of Gumball was really good, and now I feel like it's coming back to me. What show was I trying to remember? I caught back up to South Park at one point. Family Guy I gave up on. I don't care about Family Guy. Let me open this cartoon list. See what I can. Oh, We Bear Bears. I like that. I think I have a 2015 um blog post about my cartoons. Regular Show was a good one. Yes, regular show was good. I even watched their other show. Closing out, closing in. What the fuck was that other show called? I don't remember the name of it, but I watched it. It's like the more adult one with the girl and the guy who have a child. Steven Universe was also a show that wasted its potential. I don't mind the LGBT stuff, but it became the force of the show, and I hated it. That's because a lot of these contemporary writers don't know how to write. All they know how to do is pander and insert their personal politics and propaganda into the story. I totally agree with you. I actually was more upset at just the writing in general and like the fact they don't storyboard and characters look different, completely different from scene to scene, more so than I was like the LGBT stuff. But you're right though, it went to shit. Let's go through this list real quick here. See what I remember. Yeah, this show was ass. We should have kept the regular one. So yeah, there you go. Star Wars versus Evil. You know I fuck with that heavy. This was what? This was a while ago. I think. What date is this? Yeah, 2015. Jeez. Bravest Warriors. Yes, I like from Cartoon Hangover. Yes, I like that a lot. Star Wars Rebels is whatever. It's not really that good. Regular shows dope. Yes, Gravity Falls sick. This is back when I still probably somewhat liked or had high hopes with Steven Universe. Didn't go good. I liked the first three seasons of Rick and Morty. Then I stopped. Then I don't really care. Bee and Puppy Cat will always be great. I actually want to start buying some of the comics. I love Archer. Archer was one of the cartoons I caught back up to last year, but I learned that he was finally out the damn coma, so that was good for me. I'm an Adventure Time merchant. Over the Garden Wall is one of my favorite things ever. This is Young Justice, which I don't really care about to that degree. Korra. Please ignore Ruby being first. Please, that's not serious. It's not serious. I was a different man. I was a different man. Ignore that. You didn't see that. And then We Bear Bears and Gumball. Okay, there you go. Ignore, ignore that. You didn't see that. That was not real. That was a psyop. I tricked you. I used a genjutsu. Illusionist. Mukuro. You didn't see that. Number one was Last Airbender. Um, the Assassin's 7 would be made without the Justin guy. I just learned about the Roiland controversy. I don't foresee that show working without him, so I would probably check out season 6 if I was going to continue anyways. Yes, I'm caught up on all unless something came out in Archer from like last September and there's like a new current season, then I'll be behind one season. But I caught up again. One character, one season for me, Pink Diamond. I feel that. You like Adventure Time more than regular show? This was a 2015 list. That ranking in order has no bearing on who I am today. It's completely outdated, but yes, I do like Adventure Time more than regular show. Regular show is cool, man. I like regular show, but Adventure Time resonated with me on a more personal level. I really like Adventure Time a lot. Oh, I did watch Final Space. I watched the first season. I think I don't know if there's more than one season. I watched the first season of Final Space. I remember that show. My boy Infamous put me on. We watched it together. I remember that. It starts with the dude kind of like floating, and it was like the thing happened, and I think it goes back in time to explain shit. There was like the dude with the son or whatever. I can't remember everything, but I did watch it. You'd be surprised, man. I really check out a lot of things. It's just that if it doesn't stick with me or it's not the right time, it just won't stick in my craw. But I really believe this, and maybe this is me tooting my own horn. I think I'm the most diverse consumer of media that I've ever met. My palette is very diverse. You never know what I'm gonna like. Like some people looked at my like top manga list and like you have a lot of romance here. Like I like love. I'm a romance merchant. You might not guess that just based on looking on me. I could pretty much read, watch, play, listen to anything as long as it's good. The only thing about music with me is I don't like screamo, but anything else in any language I listen to. I don't usually meet people like me. People have their little niches and their little corners that they like to stick to. They might deviate here and there. Me, I'll go anywhere, man. Anywhere, any time era, any place, any language, any type of media. I don't, So yeah, Steven Universe movie made it better. I didn't like the movie. The movie was with that girl. I like the songs in that movie. It had that one song. It had Independent Together. The weird cartoony zany girl had that one song. Drift Away. The music in Steven Universe is still good. I still like that song. I still like the music in that show for the most part, but can't say that I'm a Steven Universe fan personally. Romance is good when it's done well. I agree. Romance is raw, especially if the series is like a like a adventurous series or something with a strong romantic subplot. That tends to be like my favorite thing. Spinal. There we go. I was not a spinel. If it's a type of diamond, I don't know. Was it gonna whatever? I also thought like I really don't remember Steven Universe as well as I could, but it felt to me like they were trying to make Rose Court into this absolute best person ever. And based on what we had known at the time, it would actually Rose Court would have been a bad person or not perfect individual. I think the show tried to run away from Rose Court like not being a perfect human because Steven gotta love his mommy kind of thing. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been too long. The main thing I hate in Steven Universe was when no character died. There was no tension. There's that too. When is Studio Berg gonna drop Koji? They killing me. Koji's not real. I'm convinced that was a figment of my imagination. This wasn't real. Like watching that race with him and that weird cat was so fucking dope. And then they've murking those robots, and then the show's just like, we're not coming out. You know what show that I did watch that I won't look you in the eye and tell you this show was elite, but me and my friend had fun watching it, and I'm gonna watch second season. Vox Machina, the Critical Role whatever show. I had fun. That was not a particularly super deep show, the greatest written or whatever the case was, but I had a good time. I had fun. We got high and watched it. It was cool. Do you think romance is better when it's in the main focus of the story or when it's more of a subplot? For me, I prefer when it's a subplot. Not that there's still stories that focus on love a lot, but when love is like the backdrop and like let's say it can even be like slice of life where it's like this is a show about people trying to make it in this company that they're starting up. There's 8 people and some love triangles. I tend to think that if it's like okay, beyond the continent of Volantis, I am the second king. The king had died, and there's like that. I like a romantic subplot that's very important into the characters, but not the main focal point. But romance is romance. But I definitely like it as a backdrop more often than not. Where if you ask me if it's better or not, that's not I don't know the answer to that, but my preference would be like if One Piece had like a very strong romantic subplot with like Luffy or Boa Hancock or something, that would probably elevate One Piece in my eyes if it was done well. I really like love. It's part of the reason why I like the Natsu no Taizai so much, despite it betraying me in the end. To me, the Natsu no Taizai, what I always said this, it's a romance manga disguised as a battle shonen. I love that you had Ban in the lane. You had wait, Meliodas and Elizabeth. You had Escano and Merlin. Like all those little romantic subplots going. That really made that show so much more for me because the characters were genuinely in love with other characters. It just adds a layer of more shit that I like. Personal thing. Story doesn't need to have it to be good. I just like it. I think regular show was better than Adventure Time. I never laughed harder with that show. I You, I think what show was funnier. That's subjective. That's up to you. What I appreciate about Adventure Time is that I like a regular show was like a regular show until some batshit shit happened. It's like you got to pay the basketball gods and they're at their little park. Not that they didn't travel to other places in Dimension and stuff, but Adventure Time had like the more interesting world to me, interesting characters. Like Marceline the Vampire Queen, like one of my favorite cartoon characters. Like I really like her. The story with like Ice King and Simon, like Adventure Time didn't really have that to me, and I actually think Mordecai is a fucking loser. He's a fucking loser, beta, blue pilled simp, whatever the fuck you want to call. He's a fucking loser. I don't like that nigga. I like his role in the show, but I'm like this guy is a loser. I don't rate him. Like Finn, I rate Finn. I like Finn. Finn had to learn a lot, but he had to learn a lot. But to each their own. Like I have no heat, man. I love both shows, but Adventure Time is definitely one of my favorite cartoons on a personal level. So Adventure Time lost me from Lost's arm. I think I lost internet in it. Interest in it, though. Fair enough. I maintain interest even I even like the HBO specials. They had the glass one with the girl. I think the girl who plays. Oh my god, which fucking crystal gem is this? Amethyst was the glass kid. I like that. It was dope. And then we learned about more of Bonnabelle and Marceline's like past history as lovers and whatnot. But I understand. A lot of people tell me at some point with Adventure Time they kind of just fell off. That's fine. I don't think anything wrong with that. It's just for me, I did it. I stayed there. I love that shit, man. Finn was the biggest cuck. What are you talking about? But the difference is Finn was a child. Finn grew with the show. Like later on, the older he gets, the less that I accept it. But Finn was a child. Mordecai was like a young adult, and I think I don't actually know how old they were in that show. I think they were like in their 20s. I don't accept that. Grow the fuck up. I think Finn was like, did he start off at 10, 11? I don't remember how old he was when he started, but he was like, I can forgive that in a child and teenager. You have to learn. Yeah, you have to go through that trial by fire to stop being a cuck. Ultimately, I don't think he. Well, I don't want to spoil anything, but end of the day, Mordecai was a super loser. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. Yeah, he started off at 12. I know he does get older, but yeah, Ice King was like the super loser. Oh Jesus Christ, get the fuck out of me. Thank you for the follow, Irish. I appreciate it. But end of the day, different strokes for different folks, man. I think that Adventure Time and regular show have some commonality and overlap, but I ultimately think the shows are pretty different. So you go for what you like, man. He said 100%. We finna go live. All right, I'm a. I'm gonna send y'all his way, and then I'm gonna host, and I'll be in the chat. I don't know if he wants me in the call. I think he said he wanted to do it by himself. If you want me in the call, send me, let me know. But all right, let me know when I'll add the Discord or whatever when you're ready. Ice King was the best character other than the Lich. The Lich was actually so good. I fuck with you for that. The Lich was so good. I actually, in some ways, think he kind of got wasted. The Lich was great. Shout out to you for that. I do think Simon is actually probably the best written character in Adventure Time. He's not my favorite, but I definitely probably agree with that. Like, I think so. Like, I can make that case. Like, I could write an essay for you today about why Ice King is a really well written character with a dope character arc, and I have no problem making that case. So, Marceline the Vampire Queen. That's my homie though. That's my girl. That's my girl. She's my favorite character. I wonder who's second. I don't know. But also like Finn and Jake, they got a good bromance. Look at look at Simi being nice. He put it in. Simi he could have posted it in the other thingy majiggy. But all right, guys, I'm gonna host Simi. Go show him some love. Give him a follow. Give him a thingamajigger. And I'll be in the stream with him, and you guys have yourselves a mighty fun day. Hey, hello, hey, LMAO, it me. Dead. You play some Dead Space? Okay. How do I rate him again? How do I rate? Um. Oh, Lemongrass. No, see. To speak on the Justin Roiland thing, real quick. Justin Roiland's weird, high pitched, screechy voice that you can do is so funny. This castle is in unacceptable. I can't do it. I can't do it. My voice does not go that high. That shit is so funny to me. It's so hilarious. Literally based like there's certain people who I think are like hilarious solely off they sound. Chris Tucker is one of them. Raid channel. Bada boom, bada bang. Start raid. When you get to Simi's chat, tell him he ugly. Tell him New York stink. Tell him the apple ain't so big. All All right, y'all be safe, man. Why was the raid Who canceled the raid? It wasn't me. Go back. Start a raid. I didn't cancel that shit. The fuck? Is Wade did really that bad? I actually don't know what he did. I have no idea. I have no idea.